Just a woman on a mission, y'all. Just a woman on a mission. Help me share the live, please. Help me get some people in here. Very important. I'm a woman on a mission. As so-called black people, we supposed to be a family, y'all. We're supposed to be a house. We're supposed to be a kingdom. So if you're righteous, I'm really understanding there's a lot of wicked people out there. Wicked more than I understood was possible. But if you're righteous, we need you to come forward so that we can come together. The leaders got to come together. The righteous ones have to come together. And real gonna recognize real every time. So we got to come together. It's time to build the melanated political party. The United Kingdoms of Negus. These things are already, the balls are already rolling. The ball's already rolling, y'all. Who can see it? Who's gonna do y'all due diligence? Check out what we got going on. Check out the website. This is a beautiful time to be alive if you're a righteous person. If you do what you feel is best, all the time, every time. It's a beautiful time to be alive. If you got real love for your brother, it's a beautiful time to be alive. We're just calling people like that so we can come together, build this government. I'm a woman on a mission. Yaju is a man on a mission. He's the one who started this. He's the one who made that sacrifice first. So y'all don't get to kick him out. Y'all don't got to take nobody out of his hand. Y'all don't get to do none of that slick shit that y'all do. Trying to act like people's trying to build with us and they not really trying to build with us. No, we don't want that. We're only standing on facts, y'all. Only standing on facts. And thank God for that. Guess I'll go in the Bible and read about how this was destined that we was going to do this. It was already destined, y'all. Like, let's go to 2 Samuel, right? It's 2 Samuel 7 and 10. It says, I will appoint a place for my people Israel. You know Israel is the Negroes, right? I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and I will plant them, so that they dwell in their own place and will be disturbed no more. And violent men will afflict them no more, as formerly, from the time that I appointed judges over my people Israel. I will give you rest from all of your enemies. The Lord will make you a house. Rest from all of our enemies. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Rest from all of our enemies. Because right now, no matter where we go, we got enemies. God got enemies. You know, people who are not righteous, people who are not, who don't care about what's best for the people. We got all these enemies. The lies, the religions, deceiving our people. All we got is enemies. It says right here that the Lord is going to make you a house, and your enemies will disturb you no more. We'll have rest from all of our enemies. You know, when you have rest from your enemies, that means your enemies is in the dirt, right? They're gone. They're not coming back. When you have rest from your enemies, that's what's on the way, y'all. That's what's on the way. We about to have rest from all of our enemies. No matter where they hiding, in the secret places, in the churches, in the mosque, in the coming around here messing with us. Now that we're building this melanated political party, building this house, all our enemies is finna be buried, y'all. They about to be buried, y'all. It's almost over, y'all. It's just a certain amount of number, and only God knows the number. It's a certain number of people who gotta join us, and then it's up. When a certain amount of people is united with us, the right people, I call them God's favorites. When these people is all united, when we're all united on one accord, it's up. Everything is going to be handed back over to us so that all the darkness in the world can be healed. That's prophecy, y'all. That's the prophecy. So we just got to get the word out. We just have to let people know what's going on. It's very simple. Go to the website, read about the judgment. We're gathering the government. It's very, very simple, y'all. You can teach this stuff to 5th graders, 3rd graders, kindergartners. But yeah, that scripture I said, that it said that our enemies won't bother us no more. Well, y'all know that that's in the Old Testament. So here go a lie right here. People say that the Old Testament already happened. The Old Testament didn't already happen. 2 Samuel didn't already happen. This is the Lord's covenant with David. That's what it says right here, the Lord's covenant with David. This is when the house of David will be brought back to peace. That's a covenant. That's an agreement. That's something that's set in stone. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because God wanted us to remember who we are. God wanted us to remember, what our destiny is. God wanted us to remember. What's up, sis? Peace, peace.
Peace and love, sis.
Peace and blessings, y'all. It was an accident. I didn't know you popped the fan open like that. I was tapping the screen.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, only the righteous is gonna hear the message. It's that simple. You think God can't do a revolution? You just don't believe in God. That's all it is. You don't believe in God. We can see you. We know. You don't believe in God. You think God can't do a revolution. Y'all are tripping. We know y'all don't believe in God. Y'all think, or some people out there seem to think that God don't keep God's promises. Ain't this the promise that was made to Abraham? That we was gonna have peace on earth? That the truth was gonna set us free? That's the promise that was given to us. Y'all think God just forgot about the promise and said forget y'all. That's not true. It's not. It's happening now. And look how it's happening, y'all. Zechariah 13, it says, on that day I will cut off the names of the idols. I will cut off the names of the idols from the land, so that they are remembered no more. I will remove from the land the prophets and the spirit of uncleanness. Don't let that go over your head. That's a big statement. Completely cutting off the idols from the lands. If God cuts off the idols from the land, they ain't coming back. There's no more idols in the land. If God cuts off God cuts off the idols from the land, there's no more idols in the land. So we should be waiting for the idols to be removed from the land. Because clearly we still got idols in the land. It says they will be remembered no more. Remember no more? So we going to keep on living, but we're not going to remember the false gods and the spirit of uncleanness and the lying prophets. We're not even going to remember these people no more. Yeah, God is not no half stepper, yo. Like, these people is playing with God and the scriptures, yo. All these things are being removed right now. All these things are being removed right now, and it's simply about unity. It's simply about, yo, look, Christ on earth. I didn't know. Shit, y'all didn't know. The disciples on earth. Y'all didn't know. But who else is gonna remove the idols from the land? How else is the idols gonna get removed from the land, y'all? Like, it has to be done or the world will not know peace. It says until the Jews is back in their homeland, the real Jews is back in their homeland, we ain't even gonna know no peace. So all these plagues, all this judgment, a lot of people don't even give a damn. Like, you're in idolatry if you don't give a damn about your people no more. So many people just don't give a damn at all. They don't give a damn because we so sick in our own ways that we can't see past ourselves no more. A lot of us. But if you can, if you've mastered that empty cup, we ain't gotta tell you too much. Like the right people don't really need too much. Like they're just gonna feel this. They're gonna feel this, and they're gonna be ready to ride. That's all God needs, is that those few people who's gonna feel this, and they're gonna be ready to ride. And we will take over the earth, y'all. It's even written. Your Roman Catholic Church is finna be judged. Look up the judgment, y'all. Y'all look up the judgment. They're finna be removed. Look it up at yajujuda.com. Go to the website. See what we doing. They're finna be removed from their positions because they're wicked as hell. All the pastors is finna be removed, y'all. Thank God. It's a lot of people with understanding and with eyes and ears who couldn't wait for this day when all the pastors shut up. We couldn't wait for this day, and it's finally right around the bend, y'all. The pastors is about to shut the hell up. Get excited. Tell your mother. Tell your father. How about that? They always talking about the calm before the storm. How about that calm after the storm? We had everybody talking, and then finally, everyone is gonna be quiet. That'll be sweet, won't it, y'all? All the people talking about God, stop talking. That's gonna be real nice. What's up, Rye? Peace, peace.
What's good?
We got a melanated political party, brother. We're trying to gather the leaders.
Gather the leaders, man. You got a leader right here, cuz. Got a leader right here, cuz. But I'm here to tell you guys. You guys are melanated. I can see that. So why do you guys not follow our ancient ancestors who are also melanated? Is my question over here.
Because the living people is the manifestation of the ancestors. So we deal with the living people, because the living people is the ones who's gonna who's gonna help us right now, who we need.
I'm here to tell you the West has been lying to us about Africa, cuz. We're more than what they are saying we are. You guys have to do your research. Our ancestors, they weren't stupid. I'ma just tell you that. Take it as you will. Take it as you will, man. But do your research, man. But I'ma bounce. I learn about true black history. True black history is not slavery. They want you to think that they're programming you on the program. The television, they tell you a vision on the program.
Yeah, we definitely, you can look up the facts that we got on the website too, because we definitely do work to put information out so people can look,
Yeah, nah, I
especially
know, I know, I know, I
melanated
know. You guys
people.
definitely research. Nah, I'm not saying you guys don't research,
Okay, so you heard
but
of us?
but you guys don't research in the right ways. Research about
So
ancient
right,
Egypt,
right, right. How
ancient
long?
Ethiopia,
All
about
right,
our
brother.
ancestors, bro.
How
Our
long have you been
ancestors
doing
were
that?
them. They left us clues. But take it as you will, my friends. I love you guys. Peace.
All right, peace, man. This is really like not about the past. Everyone's so stuck in the past and the history stories. Like, we have to move forward, y'all. We have to move forward. I don't know if you're listening, right, or you're researching or what you're doing, bro. I don't know what you're doing, bro. But, you know, for people who think like you, like, we just gotta think about the kids, man. We gotta think about the future. We have to think about ourselves. Your ancestors, they lived their life for as long as they were supposed to be here, and they're not here no more. Because you only get one life. You know, it's time for us to live our lives. It's really that simple. And it's time for us to live our lives. It's time for us to establish our union.
Peace and abundance, everybody. How you doing, sister?
Peace, peace, brother.
Now, I was feeling what the brother's saying. You know, if we don't know where we came from, how we gonna make where we're going? You know, um, I study Kemetic spirituality as well, and I feel where you coming from. I'm tired of talking in circles that spiral this thing up. You know what I mean? All right. What we gonna bring into the future to the table? You know, what we gonna put on the table for the future? Like you said, I'm gonna tell it like it is. It's all about the kids. I ain't worried about chopping down trees. I'm trying to plant seeds. You know what I'm saying? Give them the knowledge they need. You know, versus at the same time, you think we got to go through the fraction of truth before we get the whole understanding of the whole truth? You know what I mean? We got to get taught. How should I say? How should I say this? I tell people you got to go through Christ to get to where I'm at, to where we at. You know what I'm saying? To eternal life, rather, right? And you know the Onk means eternal life, so I preach that and teach that. Because I see a lot of people need that. You know what I mean? That's the key to open our minds so we can elevate at this time. You know what I mean? You do your part, and then we can step up as a collective. You know what I mean? Right? And like you said, working on the future, I was thinking about, hey, how can we come together and build up like our own version of Walmart or something? You feel me? Like Coke versus Pepsi with Walmart. But we invested in it in different places, different stations, towns, cities, you feel me, around the country that we got our hands on. You feel me? People could sit there and put their new ideas, new designs, clothing and whatever. They could put in our store once they get everything patent right, you know. We sit there and promote and, you know, build ourselves back up with our brand of business, you know what I mean? I could go on more and more, but open up our own version of restaurants. You know, we don't like pork on our pizzas, so they sell pizza with turkey meat, turkey ham, turkey bacon, turkey. You know what I mean? I seen that in Virginia, but we ain't got that out here when I moved to Las Vegas. I don't see that. But my cats in VA was eating it up, so I'm like, yo, well, how about we establish a whole new line of restaurants out here? You feel me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think all them things is very important. You know, and I can see those doing great things for us. But you know, like the businesses, they'll really be a stepping stone for the melanated political party. Like the goal of us kingdom building right now is really about the kingdom. You know, it's about because we're not a nation right now. We're scattered all over the earth and oppressed everywhere that we are. So you know, the businesses, like you're saying, is going to help us get the resources. But at the end of this, you know, those people in high places need to be removed, and they need to be removed so that we can have our nation in peace and justice.
I feel you on that because I'm coming to the age too. I need to step up and be a leader. I'm 47. I wouldn't mind running for mayor out here in Las Vegas later on. You know what I mean? And just sit. But I'm like this. Do I need to sit there and hope I ain't got to sit there and join no type of what you know what I'm talking about. I hope they ain't trying to make me join some type of party in order for me to sit there and even run. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I want to. I mean, how should I say? I'd rather represent how I am now. I know I'm gonna add on, but I'm not trying to link up with no organization like that. You know what I mean? So if I could sit there and run and not have to go through nothing like that, some Mason temples or something like that. Although I got the Mason kind of knowledge to a degree, you feel me? But I'm not fond of joining no temple. That's my only thing I'm worried about. They're gonna come at me like that if I do try to choose that route. But it's my calling, so I gotta follow my calling. Hilarious. What is that?
Well, our calling with like as us, we get our inheritance from God. You know, so like God setting us up. We just gotta recognize each other so that we can link arms, because they're really finna hand everything back over to us. I kid you not. So you know, me and you just gotta be ready. You know, it's like we just gotta be on the same page. We gotta, okay, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that, and just like that, they're literally gonna hand everything. They're literally waiting for us to do this. You know, I need you to understand. They're literally waiting for us already. So it's just that time that we get redeemed. That's what this time is.
I see the words I'm speaking eventually gonna unfold like the past. The words I spoke in the past unfold. So it's just a matter of time. You guys excuse me, I was eating at the moment. Uh, it's just a matter of time for the universe creator to, as we co-create. You feel me? I mean, we doing our part, and the universe got to do its part to manifest it so it can unfold for us to dwell in. But I see the words I'm putting out there, the seeds I'm planting. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, I'm really a true believer of our words create our world. So I mean, watch what you're saying. Some cats, I tell them I'm a true and living God walking on earth, manifesting heaven on earth. My world is heaven on earth. I mean, yeah, I might got my foot in this matrix y'all call hell, but y'all still speaking. We dwelling in hell. That's your world. That's what you speak in your world. Because I speak in my world a little, more universal powered up words, and you're not speaking in my vocabulary. I mean, I might speak butterfly language to a caterpillar. You understand what I'm saying? I'm dealing with the royal flesh, and you trying to teach your best with your ace of spades. You know what I'm saying? Your Christian belief. Well, I'm dealing with the royal flesh of Christianity, 5% Islam, the Wahabu, Moorish temples, Kemetic spirituality. Because you don't deal with that of my royal flesh, but you want to try to beat me with your ace of your Christianity? Are you serious? You really want to try me? You know what I mean? I'm on a platform, Christian-based platform. You know what I mean? They all coming at me, talking about they don't believe that we're gods. You know, they're saying that's blasphemy. You heard me? But I got an army of brothers and sisters, kings and queens, gods and goddesses on my team. You dig? You know what I'm saying? They know they gods and goddesses. Ain't no believing in God. We know we gods and goddesses. You heard me? I mean, if God was to build an army, you think you want an army of regular men and women of gods and goddesses? You feel me on that? You know what I mean? If you want to be a regular man or woman stuck in your belief and not seeking the truth that's been out there before your belief or whatever, but I feel you talking about the past. I'm tired of talking in circles. You know what I mean? Tired of talking in circles. I'm ready to spiral this thing up, man. Elevate to the fifth dimension. I mean,
Yeah,
oh,
it's just the order that's gonna do it, bro. You know, cause we been knew that we was a special people, but you know, now it's time to get in order. Now it's time to recognize a plan is on the table. We got a real judgment. We have a real case against these people, and Like my brother be saying, like we got a king of kings, right?
Come
So
on, man.
the king of kings is here. So and then some that he says a lot. So okay, they ready to hand everything back over to us. They ready to surrender. Who they gonna hand it to though? They can't give it to Farrakhan. They can't get the kingdom over to TD Jakes. We
Nah,
don't
they got
got
it.
no representative government. So that's who we are. Me and my sister are just the tiniest piece of it. This is this is really finna happen.
I'm gonna introduce myself for real. I go by Drill the Unk. All right, you know about the Unk, right? Of course you do. I know you do.
I didn't
ANK.
hear you.
I go by Drill the Unk. Lord Drill the Unk. Okay.
Uh,
All right. When I say drill the Unk, like football drills, basketball drills, you look at the word drill like practice. You heard me?
okay. Yeah.
Okay, go within. You feel me? And the Unk means eternal life, so practice eternal living. All right. At the same time, my name is Fred Drill. I got a free drill the other E for everybody to practice divine righteousness. You see the word drill with the DR, divine righteousness. You heard me? Okay. Against, well, I ain't gonna say against, but I like to introduce and present a new way of life by practicing divine righteousness. You know what's right and wrong, just do what's right. You know what I mean? Versus your free will, you were doing wickedness still if you felt you got away with doing what you feel, you know what I mean? But that wasn't right. You know what I mean? Let's work on divine righteous way of life because I live life, I love life. That's here. When I say Dr. Ill, I love life, I live life. That's ill, meaning the Unk. You feel me? Remember back in the day, somebody did something kind of nice. You was like, oh, that was ill, man. That was tight, right? You know what I mean? You love that. You love this way of life, how he was doing that. You feel me? All right? So, basically, I am a leader for the Unk Nation. I do ask people when I come across them, are you unked up? And sometimes they let me know if they are. And if they don't, you know what I'm saying, it's not unked up, they'll show and prove they're not. You know what I mean? Because they don't even know what the word is. They think I'm talking about uncle. You know what I mean? But I ain't got no kids, so I'm everybody's uncle too. So drill the uncle, you know what I mean? All right. And what was Christ leading you to? Eternal life, right?
Right.
And the uncle means eternal life, right? You know what I'm saying? Why not practice eternal living, being the best you can, not worry about being better than the next person or you or somebody better than you. Just be the best you was, better than yesterday. You dig? You know what I mean? And focus on manifesting your heaven on earth. I mean, I want to visit your heaven. You can come visit mine and everybody else. You know, next person they manifest their heaven, we visit them. If everybody play this game, we got heaven on earth.
Like
No, it's
that.
that simple. It's that simple. I mean, I know it makes it. I mean, easier said than done, but you know what I'm saying. But anybody against me showing their true colors, you feel me? Yeah, okay, you don't believe you're a God? Okay. If they tell me I'm not a God, no, you tell me you're not a God. Oh, you can't manifest heaven on earth. You think that they think that you gotta be unalive and gone to go to heaven. I'm like, are you serious? That's your mindset?
Right.
When you gonna get out of that frame of mindset? What you waiting for? You better manifest heaven up there. And you talking about you going through hell. That's why you going through it, because that's your words. I mean, even I'm talking, I'm going through, I get a dwelling in heaven on earth. Yes, I got my ups and downs of this roller coaster called life. You heard me. Yeah, my car might be broken down. I got restored. I got my old issues. I speak this, yes. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I go through some mess. But that's my life ain't perfect. But in my mind, I still dwelling on heaven on earth.
Yeah, and then that's our inheritance too. Like peace on earth is the inheritance. That's something that's literally gonna happen. We're gonna stop getting killed in the streets and stop doing all the things that's going on. All that's finna stop because that's our inheritance. But first, we just gotta recognize, can't everybody handle being a god or a leader or a mother and a father of the earth. Can't nobody or can't everybody handle that? You know, and we also have to understand what our forefathers did. That's why we in this mess. That's why our nation fell. Because we wanted to sell each other out in slavery. We wanted to you know, worship idol gods. You know, so that's how we got in this mess. So that's what
Who
our movement is all about, is bringing light to how we got to this position and how we getting out of it. Again, we going against these courts. Their governments, we're going straight against their governments, cutting off the head of the giant.
there
So
you go. Well, they're gonna cut themselves. They're gonna demand on themselves now. We ain't gonna get rid of Trump out of this office. You're gonna fulfill this time. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's all good. But whoever's next in line, and the one after that, now I ain't gonna front. I plan on running for president in 2040. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming hard. And if they ain't go against human trafficking by that, that's gonna be my main MO. Because I'm gonna tell you like it is all about the seeds, man. I'm tired of hearing these stories of kids missing. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. And we need to do better than this. And letting it go, letting them do their thing because they probably in it. You
well,
know what
bro,
I mean?
this the president position ain't it though. Like the president, that's just a position for a they puppet. You gotta come over to where we at. You know, like all your gifts and talents, that's for our nation. That's for like we I could have put a better picture up here. We got a flag, we got a petition, we got
Oh,
a declaration, we got a king, and this kingdom already existed. They just took down our kingdom a few hundred years ago. You know, when it talks about how Christ sits on the throne.
I had to throw my flag in the mix. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm trained to go. You heard me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And Lord Drill, when you say Lord Drill, is wrapped around the arm. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
you feel me? I'm for real about mine. I'm not playing. I'm
Right.
not playing.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
bro. Yeah, it's just all about us coming together. You know how in the prophecy, because the prophecy really comes from Africa. And in the prophecy, um it said that it talks about David's throne. David's throne is where Christ sits on. It say he's going to restore this kingdom. He's going to restore the King of Kings is going to restore this throne in Africa. Gather this government that's going to heal Africa and the rest of the world. That's our inheritance. That's something that is inevitable. That's something we're literally about to do. So, we're just here to gather you, bro. Get us on the same page so that we can get the rest of the people who's supposed to be meant for it.
I mean, I'm cool. I'm trying to find out brothers and sisters, the guys and goddesses around the platform, and then I was trying to enlighten some cats that's kind of stuck in their belief in their religion. You know what I'm saying? Boy, it's a battle with them. I tell you, it's a battle with them, especially if they're not familiar or not amped up at all. Ooh, you know I'm getting that right. They just stuck in their belief and want to stand in their square and don't want to hear nothing outside the Bible. Just want to keep reading Bible to me. I mean, I use the Bible too. Like I was explaining to them, the Bible contains a fraction of the truth, but it belies on a fraction of the truth that they want you to believe in. You know what I mean? So, man, it's cool, man. Some cats,
Yeah, I mean, really, like the Bible can't do nothing for nobody, but Christ. It say that somebody's gonna be risen up and they gonna take the book. You know, that's what it's really about. It's about this Messiah that the whole world is waiting on, because he's already here. He's walking the earth in the flesh.
come on now. Come on
You
now.
know, he's in Atlanta right now. That's where he's at.
And you know what? And like I said, when I preach, you gotta go through Christ to get to where I'm at, or we at. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, for real, for real. I mean, I got my little version in my world. You know, you got many worlds on this planet. And you got your world, I got mine, therefore. And in my world, why not be Christ, or, you know what I'm saying, the God in your world? You feel me? That makes sense. Like me, I'm from Virginia. My mother's maiden name is Graves. So I'm resurrected from the grave, not the womb, not the tomb. But on my dad's side, why my grandma named Mary, my step granddad named Joseph? You heard me. That's my background. You know what I mean? So, and I go by the own. I carry myself the word made flesh. I'm here, and my last name Bond, so I'm here to bond this together. You hear me? Under one accord. You know, when I preach, like I said, all religions came from and trying to take you back to. And I'd like to meet this brother in Georgia. You know what I mean? Because I'm an ascending master too. For real, for real. And I'm not sitting there knocking nobody. I hope nobody try to knock me as I speak my point of view. You know what I mean? Because we all brothers and sisters out here in this thing called this word place called Earth. Right? I don't even want to put. You know, Christ said, "Don't worship me, worship our Father, the Creator of the universe." You feel me? But still, cats want to worship a deities outside of them. You know what I mean? So I ain't about that. You're worshiping nobody, putting nobody between me and the Creator. That's one last thing I do. You're, he said James Bond. Yeah, with an S though, B-O-N-D-S. You know, like a savings bond, bail bonds. You feel me? So Barry Bonds, my cousin.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about freeing our people's minds right now, bro. You know, because even it'd be great if you talk to Yaju. It'd be great if you talk to a lot of the people in our government because, or the people in our movement because we got some things to say about that Kemet. You know, like my brother Danny, he went over there to Egypt. You know, and he sat down with a lot of they scholars. So you know, he could have some good conversations with you about that and what you know what the meanings of other things is. You know, because really that's the only reason that we can't come together is because we got different spiritual ideas. You know, so that's really what it's all about is bringing that clarity so that we can take back our world.
That's what I want to try to see if the cats that ain't familiar with Kemetic spirituality, let's see how they feel about it after we teach them. Because as I start studying that, I realized, okay, the first God they ever worshiped was Atum Ra, A-T-U-M, all things universal made, and everything's made out of atoms, A-T-O-L. I mean, air, water, fire, molecules, the chair, the phone, everything, right, in the universe. And I was like, hold on. This is the first God that was ever worshipped in the beginning of time should be the same God we worship now forever. All these other gods, different gods, after names are other gods. You feel me? So they already hid them from us, and we forgot about the original creator. You feel me? That's why I think the world is going through what it is now. You feel me? Right? I mean, after I introduced Atum Ra and I explained him to, and you could go pull them up and say the first God that ever worshiped the Lord of the universe. You know what I mean? Then you got Amen Ra, the sun God. You heard me? All right, Amen Ra, don't you know? That's our Father. We star sees that Amen Ra, the sun God, is a big star, right? But the universal creator is Atum Ra. Now, a lot of people don't know that. That's why I teach and preach, you know what I'm saying, on Kemetic spirituality about the first gods, the first God they was worshiping, and the other gods. You know what I'm saying? But there's only really one God I speak for, the source. And I call him Atum Ra. I mean, I don't like breaking the first commandment. Thou shalt not have any other gods before Atum Ra. I believe that, and me. Between me and the Creator, I should have no gods between me and the Creator.
Yeah. But I can tell you right now, bro. One thing about it, the creator is going to figure out if you actually love the creator, because the creator uses your brothers and sisters. You know, a lot of people don't really love the creator, because when the creator uses your brother and sister to get you out of Egypt, you gonna love your brother? You gonna love the creator still when the creator's in your brother? That's what the creator is asking our generation right now. How
I
much do
believe
you
it.
really love the creator?
I believe it all for one, one for all. That's how it is anyway, if they know it or not. You just want to sit there and throw another name in front of them that they traditionally taught you to put. That's what the devil trick was, to sit there and have you break the first commandment and don't even realize it.
Mm.
I think I said a mouthful.
No, yeah, but brother, I hope that we speak again. I think you should definitely check out what Yaju has prepared at the website, and then our movement. A lot of people like yourself is coming to this, and it's really our time, bro. I hope that we speak again.
For sure, for sure. I'm following you, you following me. Definitely gonna keep in touch. I ain't going nowhere, I'm all ears. I just had to step out for a second.
All right. What's up, Greg? Peace to you. What's going on, brother Danny? Grand Rising, bro.
Peace and blessings, Queen. Peace and blessings, queens and kings. How's everyone doing?
Good, good. What's up, Black Eyes? Peace to
What's
you.
up, everybody? What's up?
Peace
What's
and
going
blessings.
on, brother?
Not much. I spoke to Yaju yesterday. He was on live, and I was able to get up for the first time. He was talking. I don't know if you was in there. Was you in there?
I don't remember him going live last night. I don't think I was there.
Yeah, yeah. Now I just asked him a couple of questions. Yeah, I mean, I was happy that he answered it. He answered it. I learned a lot on how he looks at it, how he look at things. I told him I chop it. I think he got a little offended because I asked him I asked him, I said, "Do you have kids?" I was asking him, "Are you married?" Because I never spoke to the guy before, so I've been hearing all these things from hearsay. He say, she say. So I asked him personally, directly. Because I'm tired of all the rumors. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, not nobody else. You know. And he was like, that's a little personal, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not trying to, know their names or nothing. I just want to know if it's true. The things that I'm hearing is true. Because I've been hearing all kind of stuff about you. But we went in, we talked a lot about a lot of topics. About the devil, who was the devil. When he knew he was Christ. The goal, the plan of all. The mission. We talk a lot. I don't know if it's on his YouTube or not, or if he uploaded it or whatnot. But I hope he did, so I can go back and look at it.
Hey, Taylor, bring him up in Motto Black. Bring him up, please. I want to understand what he was writing in the comments. I need to see what he's talking about.
All right, I'll send him an invite. I don't recognize his name, so maybe you're new, Immortal Black.
I mean, he's saying it's coming like two He's throwing shots and then he agreeing. I'm like, you're coming two-sided with me. I don't know how to take it.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of people come at us like that. Because we saying that God sent us, so it comes with a lot of opposition. But Black Eyes, yeah, you know he's not up there to talk about his personal business, because if I really think your focus should be on, you know, what's keeping you from supporting the movement. Like what don't make sense to you, type of thing. Like, y'all say y'all fulfilling prophecy. What about this scripture? Like,
That's why I was gonna
think
go with
I
it.
think people really tend to lose the plot with what we saying.
Nah, I get the plot. No, it's just that if you want to identify as this person that's written in a book, and you taking that title, like everything got to line up for people to accept that, because you trying to pull people from Christianity, pull people from the Israelite movement into your movement, and in order to do that, you have to reach them on that level of the scriptures, because that's what they know. You feel what I'm saying? You got to show them. And so I was just asking those questions so I could get an understanding of where he's coming from. That's why I asked him that he had kids. And I think he ain't like that question. Because, the Bible doesn't speak of Christ having children. You see what I'm saying? So that's all. It wasn't nothing more to it, but I think he kind of I got
Oh,
to
you
feel.
talking
I guess because I guess a lot of people talking about his kids or talking about him having kids must be on the internet a lot. I guess, and like it must have been like something he wanted to avoid. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely chop it up with him again. I got some more questions I want to ask him.
Yeah, yeah. We regular people. It don't have to say. You know, us being regular people, we're gonna do the same stuff that you do, but we have a different task. Yaju being Christ, you know, he had a he was the first one to understand the mission for our people. So otherwise he the same as you in every single way. But he was given an understanding of, what we have to do for the people. Christ is just a leader. He's not a magician. He's not here to do magic tricks. So
Yeah, that's what man was talking about. He was just saying he's just a regular dude, and I was talking about you immortal. I know I asked a bunch of questions. He was answering them. It was just that one question about do you have kids that he was like, hold up, that's a little personal. But that's it though. But yeah, I see y'all framework and how y'all see things. I see it.
I mean, I can play with the Bible with them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm beyond the book as well. I studied the stuff where the book came from. The
Yeah, me the
hieroglyphics.
Bible was to me the Bible is a comic book, man. To me, ain't nothing but a comic book. But I mean, to some people, it is God. Some people look at the Bible as God, and not realizing it was written by man, mixed up with all these other stuff. A little wisdom in there. I'm not gonna lie, it's wisdom in the Bible. It can help you in multiple ways. But as far as the stories being true and the people being real, no, it's a comic book.
It's a foundation to me, but some people make it their ceiling, you see? I feel me on that one? They made it their ceiling. But it's a
Yeah,
foundation. It started off
yeah,
with Christianity. So it's a
yeah.
foundation. You know what I'm saying? Islam is a foundation to me. Some people make Islam their ceiling. You know what I mean? But my ceiling is the creator. My ceiling is God. My ceiling, if I had a ceiling, I'm going to have to say it's Kemetic. Kemetic spirituality, that's my ceiling, man. I'm going to be real.
It's comedic science, brother. It's not spirituality. It's science. Ain't no hocus pocus.
You
It's
know what?
all
When I said
science.
when I say comedic spiritual science, right? People will
Yeah,
stop me and throw the word science, debate me with me on the word science. So I took the word
because
science out of it.
people they get confused when we say spirituality. I mean science. You know,
Yeah.
like for me, the black woman is God, and I'm talking that I don't know hocus pocus. I'm talking that about science. You know what I'm saying? Through the science, the black woman is God.
Nah, brother. You know, the black woman is going to have to keep fighting you on that and keep hitting you on the top of your head with that one because, you know, that's the same thing. You know, we're just pieces of a puzzle that fit together. You know, but anyway, I don't even know be knowing how to address that honestly. But
It's okay. Y'all sleep. The
no,
God is
no,
sleep
no,
right
no, no,
now. God
no.
is sleep. God is
Speak
sleep.
for yourself, Black Eyes. Speak for yourself.
God is asleep. You feel me? They gonna wake up. They gonna wake up and see
No,
that
no,
truth.
no.
So
God never
it just
sleeps.
take time.
God be up all the
Hey,
time. God never
God can
sleeps.
sleep. God can sleep.
No, men and women sleep. That's why we're not God. So, but I'm not really finna go on about that, because Lord Drill, you have brought up where the Bible comes from, and you know a lot of people don't know about Ethiopia, and that's something that we gotta really bring out because this is our restoration right here. This is the story of our
Mic
restoration.
check one.
This throne in Ethiopia. No,
That
this
was
right here. This
what
don't
10
got nothing.
years? That only lasted what 10 years, bro.
No, he was only on the throne for 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. 10
Because
years.
slow down. This king specific, you have 150 kings buried in Ethiopia who was called King of Kings. There's a reason for that. 150 kings in Ethiopia were called King David. Just like in that Bible when it talks about we was taken from our kingdom and we was gonna be scattered and we was gonna one day restore our kingdom. That's what this is talking about. Us restoring our kingdom in Ethiopia. That's why you got a rich history of everything coming from Ethiopia. You know, he was only on the throne for 10 years, King Tetros, because they attacked him and that's when they stole the prophecy scrolls. Only in 1868 they stole the scrolls. They stole the scrolls now. Listen to it. They stole the scrolls in 1868. Then all of a sudden, you got a Jesus story coming from the Roman Catholic Church. You got a history story based off of this book that's true, but they twisted it so that they could sit on their throne. Now you ain't got a king in Ethiopia no more. Now people don't even know about Ethiopia no more.
Wait. You saying that in the 1800s that's when the Catholics got Jesus? Is that what you're telling me?
That's when they made up their Jesus, correct?
No,
Their
I'm sorry.
history.
No, the New King James book was written in 1611, 1600s. That's the 1600s.
You
That
know
man wasn't even
how
thought
Man,
of.
come on up, brother.
the war
Come on
tells the
up here.
story?
I'm
Yeah,
serious.
can I ask a
The
question
book
real
was written
quick
in
if I if
1600s.
I if I, if I can? Yeah, can I peace and blessings, Lord Drill. Thank you for coming through. Well, the 1611 number is a Roman numeral number. Remember, the 6 and the 9 are inexchangeable. This is why my sister is emphasizing the 1611 version is not really 1611. When they started the printing presses and actually printing the books, they only did that in a modern time around the 1800s, closer to the 1900s. So, no, there were no books grafted or made in the 1611. I'm sorry, sir.
So King
During
James
the
wasn't
1500s.
on the throne in the 1600s. It was 1900s. King James was on the throne in the 1900s. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm saying the King James that you know that wrote the Bible is not actually King James. Again, I just want you to understand Peter, Paul, James, these are modern terminologies. Understand what the
No,
conversation is. No, 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 just listen.
I'm
Hold
not
on.
talking about Bible people. I'm talking about the King James, King of England at the
I,
time.
oh, I know. Listen to
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying. James is a modern terminology. These are modern names. When you talk about King James, they actually changed the name of African melanated people for a reason. Again, beloved, I know a lot of people don't know this, and you are just coming upon maybe this information, and it sounds new to you. But
No,
before
King
just
James is
throwing it
black.
out,
King
oh,
James is black.
absolutely,
I already know that. Yeah, I know that.
absolutely, absolutely. This is why
I'm
we're
well studied.
saying that his name. This is
Yeah,
why
I'm
we're
well
saying
studied,
his
bro.
name wasn't James. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these
Right.
things, these things were changed up in translation, and this is why we're emphasizing. So you know, a lot of what you're saying is on time on what we're saying. We're just saying it in a different way, Lord Drill.
Yeah, they disrespected King James. That's why they labeled him gay and all this other stuff and whatnot. They just wanted to try to bring down his credibility because he was a black man and he had authority in things, you know. Um,
And that's black guys speaking. That who you're talking to, brother Danny.
Okay. My bad. Yeah, that's what we're saying, that King James is an African melanated man. We get that, but the names were kind of misscrewed and changed around. But again, the 1611 is really the 1911. This is why they recreated history, and they took our events to recreate the history. Again, you don't tell a lie with a lie. You tell a lie with our truth, with some of our truth. Even Julius Caesar was not one European king. Caesar means majesty. Okay. So when we talking about Julius Caesar, these were melanated kings that were actually called Caesar when they were on the throne.
that's why people were so mad at the movie that just came out not too long ago with Denzel Washington. They were
Yeah,
mad
yeah,
at
yeah,
it. They were
yeah.
hmm
Yeah, that was
that
cold blooded, wasn't it?
and all that's doing is correcting it. That's telling the truth. That's not, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And hey, we got to get it correct, big bro. This is why we bringing out the information the way we are, so people can get it correct. You know, they tried to tell us that books were made in the 16, 14. There were no books being read in the 14, 1600s. And if there were any literature read, these were from royals and priests. Priests pretty much had literature. They're the
right.
ones that created the literature and the word. So yeah, you're on it, bro. You're on it.
I'm
The scrolls.
I'm gonna look this up. Though. I'm gonna look that up about the switching of the year and all that. I'm gonna look
So the
that up. I
scrolls,
gotta do some research on that.
the scrolls was prior before books, right? Was that like 1400, 1500 too? You know?
You said the scrolls.
Yeah.
You mean the Torah and the Tanakh?
Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, I know they had some type of paper format in the scrolls prior before they came up with books.
You talk about papyrus.
Yeah, I know
The
they were
pa-
probably handwritten it back then though in the scrolls.
yeah. They wrote it on papyrus, and
You
then
know, that's where they
over
got the
time they found a way to make like paper cloth. Like it's similar. It's not papyrus because papyrus is a plant, but they over time learned that they could do it with other types of wood and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
wonder
wrote
when they
on
started
animal
that, the
skin
scrolls
too.
and the papyrus. I mean, I wonder when they started.
Yeah,
Like to put together the Bible, they took scrolls that they had from Ethiopia. A lot of it was written on animal skin. But yeah, to get the Torah and Tanakh and all them things, they had to take from Ethiopia only recently. We have to understand it was recent that they took from Ethiopia to get what they have now.
and then papyrus wasn't used until modern day. The first usage of papyrus was making boats, wasn't even literature. So understand what papyrus was even used for out of the gate. It was made for using boats and
Yeah,
ships.
yeah, it was for cloth. Yeah, like the little sails and
Yes, sir.
stuff. Yeah, that's true. While they was doing it all in stone, because they didn't even think to put it on, you know, cloth.
I mean, thank God they did put it on stone, man. What? How would we obtain the knowledge? You know what I'm saying? If they did,
Probably been an oral tradition, which would have got messed up.
woo, they knew what they was doing, man. They knew what they were doing.
Well, this is a prophecy about us coming together like just like this. Like that's how they can't keep everything in the dark forever. They can't keep nothing in the dark forever. So this is that way with the technology that we have. Like we can talk. I don't know where y'all at, but y'all ain't in my city. Like this is.
I'm in Baltimore, Maryland.
Where you at? If you don't mind me asking to you.
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Okay. I'm out here. I'm from Newport News, Virginia, but I stay in Las Vegas.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. These things we remembering these things because we can see the full picture now. And that's why we really got to get back to order. The enemy is in order. We got to remember that we used to have kings. We used to have order. We used to have a way. So that's what God is stepping in, bringing that order, that chosen one, so that we can unite and uh start that restoration that is happening now.
I feel you on that. And thank you, brother Danny, man. I ain't get a knowledge, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But please, that was peace, man. For real, for real. And I love everybody's different point of views they bring it to the table. I mean, that's why we building each other up. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I might know some things, but I don't know everything. Come on,
Yeah, we all learn
right?
at the end of the day. That's why I don't dismiss people. I listen to what they say, and I say, okay, I'll research it. Like he just told me about the 16 and the 19 thing. I'm gonna go research it. I'm not gonna be like, nah, brother, you wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Nah, I'm gonna go look it up.
Right. We could agree to disagree, but the research gonna tell the truth for real, though. You know what I mean? Add it on. And then, I mean, some people get mad at you preaching their knowledge after they didn't taught you, and then you teach somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
They should be happy
Respectfully
that
your
passing it
knowledge.
on.
Right. Don't get mad. All right. But I will say this: I would acknowledge whoever taught me. My man taught me this. And I hope you don't mind me sharing it with y'all. You know what I mean? I'll acknowledge him. I heard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sure. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta study and read and look at things. Because I mean, you gotta remember, they lied to us about all kind of stuff, man. So that's why when people bring things my way, I say I'm gonna look into it because that's how you discover the other lies that they told. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, it's breadcrumbs, and you just walking. You know?
Now, I ain't gonna front. I do got the gift of gab to sit there and make up nice little statements that you can't pull up. And this sound good. I ain't gonna front. It sound real powerful, you know? I mean, so sometimes stuff you be in your creative mode and you be coming up with a creative statement. You feel me though? I don't knock it because I ain't in the book.
Right. Like they gotta understand that the black woman is God. The Pope, he goes and bows down to the black Madonna. You know what I'm saying? He been doing that since day one. They done turned Yah into a man, talking about he's the father. What male species you know that begets? That's a
brother
female. That's
brother
a female
what
act.
brother
Only
what
women.
woman?
Only women can beget. Only women can give birth. Beget means to give birth.
Brother, stop. Just stop, bro. Because what woman? You don't know a single woman here that got here without a man. You trying to what you're trying to do is not take accountability. You want to put everything on the black woman, but the
No,
black woman, no. You want to put everything on the black woman because you're not admitting the accountability that you have to deal with the creator that's above both of our heads. You have accountability to seek that creator. You're not gonna find the creator in every single woman that you deal with.
when we say the black woman is God, What we're saying is she's the mother of creation. Everybody passes through the woman's womb to come into this world.
Every every person passes through a man as well.
So
Okay,
did
I mean,
Like,
Then my thing is this: how is Adam created from dirt, and then Eve came from Adam's rib, all right? And then after that, God changed his mind. Everybody came from a woman, and then you're telling me Jesus was an immaculate conception, but nobody, Mary ain't messed with nobody to receive a baby. Okay, that's. I mean, I heard other stories, probably Haru and horrors, and I mean, I could hear the other stories. They ain't like they try, as I was growing up, I thought Jesus was the only one.
but see,
Well,
the teaching is God is of Goddess Nun. Goddess Nun gave birth to the Son, but that's a whole nother scientific breakdown. It's not no hocus pocus stuff. It's just terminology that we use to break down the science of all things. You understand what I'm saying?
To me,
Nun
the
is
first
the
thing
great
from the
mother, the
cover is
sky, the dark
let
night
me let
sky.
me let me
That is
let
the
me
black woman. You know what I'm
let
saying?
me add
But
on
that's
to
a
what
whole
you're
nother
saying,
science.
Black, real quick, because it's a powerful conversation. My brother wanted to
excuse me, let me
have
push me
some
over to talk about
understanding
later.
of what Adam and Eve is. Adam is the very first representation of God, the very first, say, witness to God. This is the very firstborn. Again, Adam is the representation of the flesh, meaning when you say man, you also say woman. They're one. Eve is the spirit. Again, I'm going to say it real slow. Eve is the representation of the spirit and the second witness to God. Again, you these are also men and women. Okay? So again, the Adam and Eve story was not told to you correctly. This is why we have to listen to actually the understanding that's been given to us now. Adam is the very firstborn, representing the flesh, the man and the woman. Eve is the spirit. Again, when we talk about women, we're not talking about earthly women. We're talking about the spirit. We're talking about wisdom, knowledge. These are considered women in the Levitical text.
Okay, I understand that script. I understand your understanding of the scriptures. But we dealing with science, not just a book. We deal with actual, practical, real life, earthly science. And science, if you know about the woman's genetical system, she overrides the man. She overrides him. The woman, the woman has everything she needs in her body to create life. That's a fact. So just
Oh
by
yeah,
default,
but
we call
no, no,
her. You
no.
see what I'm saying?
We get that part of it, but remember, there's actual writings that said, "Don't fall in love with the creation, but the Creator." We all go through creation itself, the Creator, to even get here. Remember, there's verses that say that the Creator of all things written these things on our hearts prior to us coming out of the womb of a woman. Understand that. God writes things on you prior to you even coming into conception of this reality. Even in the conscious state of your mind coming in this reality, God can deal with you and God writes things on you so you can remember, beloved. So we all go through the Creator, the one that creates all things. The purpose of women, well, again, you can't put the onus on women because you come out of her womb. We all come out of the womb of creation. This is why she's considered the mother. Women, again, are just like men. We are the creation and not the creator. We would never be the creator. We are just creation. We must understand this.
Yeah, I understand that greatly. It's just that we look at her as the creator. We are her handmaid. It was flipped. They turned God into a man when it was originally a woman. And they forgot to change the other stuff. And that's how you can find the context clues. What man begats? That's a female act. That's a female act. Only a female can give birth.
Black, we're telling you it has nothing to do with your literal, say, science project. This is about spirit, because spirit forgot you. It's not a physical woman.
Right.
Again, when we talk about Mary, she is wisdom. She's not even a physical woman. But you were taught that Mary was a physical woman. She is not. She's wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge is what you should, or what you are married to. Everyone does it. Okay, they're even considered children. Like when you get knowledge, it's very young, and when you grow in that knowledge, it grows up. Again, this is what it means to know what Levitical writings mean versus what our own private interpretations mean. So it was never a woman, a physical woman, that begot anything. It was wisdom that begot.
You're right. You're not wrong in that. Wisdom is represented as a female. The most powerful essence of all creation is feminine. It's because it comes from the divine feminine. That's why we say the black woman is God, because she is the first human on earth. She is the progenitor of all the races. That's what they say, right? That's why she is supreme. She's one above all. So that's why we give the black woman that title on earth, as above, so below. So that's how we look at it. But I definitely understand the scriptural breakdown on how the people in the scriptures are actually metaphorical characteristics, virtues. I definitely understand that. But my problem comes in is when I hear Yaju and his followers speak of these people as people. It's like they cherry picking. 1 minute it's a metaphorical person, but then the next minute this person is supposed to be doing all this stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. Either they're real people who lived in the past, or they're just representations of the future. Which one is it?
When we say they're
In the
representations
Bible, the
of
wrong
real
direction.
people
We're
in the
supposed to read
future
it to the
time,
future versus past tense. That's what I heard too.
yeah, they can't be people in the past, because if they were people in the past, then the King David story has to be again be real. And if it's real, then the prophecy of King David has to be on earth too. Remember, he destroyed the devil's doctrine. He placed God's kingdom on earth. There should be a King David that sits on the throne for us, and there should be a nation called the City of Peace, and all nations flow unto it. But again, none of the prophecy is fulfilled. It's just a story. So this story has to do with a future event and what we're doing right now, not a past event.
Hey, so you're saying King David is not a past person? That's what you're telling me. So why did she just show me 150 years people calling themselves King David, and they supposed to be connecting themselves to the King David if he wasn't a real person?
I thank you for that question. Well, those people that we've shown you in biblical narrative, so far as history, it's never been told. You've been told of one King David, one man that existed, say, thousands of years. But you never were told that there were 150 King Davids and Queen Davids that actually sat on the throne, and they're buried in actually Ethiopia. Now, the Roman Catholic Church, they say they have 150 papacies that sat on their throne. Where you think they got that idea?
Yeah,
Again,
yeah,
these are the
yeah,
real kings and queens that sat
yeah,
on the throne of David, and these are
and
the
they
real
take,
stories.
and that's where they get. That's where the popes got taken the name of. Like each pope takes the name of like a disciple or an apostle. Like they'll take the name of Peter, they'll take the name of James, they'll take the name of, and that's where they got the idea from, because they took the name of King David. I already knew that information about the 150 kings of King David. It's just I'm just seeing how you guys connected it into your faith system.
Say, if King David is fake, then King Solomon is fake, and Ethiopia is fake. But Solomon is really the Pharaoh Sameses. All right, I can't tell you about King David, what Pharaoh he was. I can't tell you about that one. Yeah, matter of fact,
I can tell you, but I'm gonna leave that for a whole nother conversation.
unless during that time period they start instead of saying pharaohs, they started using the king when David came in the scene.
Nah, but you got to hear what my brother Danny said. If the King David is a in the book, remember they had to steal this prophecy. The King David is a story about a king who was going to be a righteous brother, who was going to be our generation raised up. He was going to be raised up in our generation, and it was going to be world peace. He was going to restore the covenant with David, with us. You can't say that happened in a history story, not even a little bit. That there's no, you can't say that King David is a history story. That's the point, is that you have to be looking for him now, or he's coming now regardless. He's here, is what we've been telling you.
Yes, yes, I feel it. You see the shift in the atmosphere, man. You see the vibration. Um, I remember just sitting at home, right? I wish I could build with some brothers and sisters that's on my same plane. You know what I mean? And see how the creators sit there and built this platform, this atmosphere on TikTok for us to build. When TikTok shut down that one time not too long ago, y'all remember that? Before I was just on TikTok like it was Facebook. I ain't know you had these platforms, man. But this is what I needed, yo. For real, for real. It's just what the doctor ordered, man. For real, man. Now I'm building with brothers and sisters, kings and queens, gods and goddesses, seeing who's who. You know, let the tribe, you know what I'm saying, build up, seeing, you know. I wouldn't mind setting up a date. Y'all could come out of Vegas. We're going to have to do something probably next year, let people get their money out.
That'd
You
be
know,
perfect, and we can go to
and we all,
Vegas.
you feel me? And do different spots around the country. Go sit up and set up and go meet over there too. But you know, I wouldn't mind for people just come out here, all the gods and goddesses, meet each other face to face. You know what I'm saying? And have a
Yeah,
good time and have a spiritual meeting too as well. You heard?
yeah, we can have witnesses. Talia, Vegas.
Yeah, man. We're gonna
What
set
you
this
mean
up.
witnesses?
Oh, you remember the last live? What I said? How we all need to just come together.
And it ain't that expensive, y'all. I copped me
No,
a
it's not.
yeah. I had to do a
Yeah,
rush trip to see my dad when he passed.
You want more?
$111 one way, then $70 on back. That ain't too much, is it? That ain't bad. I heard some people could do better than that. I'm not paying no G or nothing to go somewhere in the States. Mhm. I pay a G to go to Africa or something out of the country over the seas, though. I do that.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. We are already meeting on the back end. So if you go to yajujuda.com, you won't make the meeting. We have meetings on Mondays. You probably won't make the one tonight. I don't know if you reach out now. But yeah, we have meetings. And then we have more conversations about how we finna get these princes out of Egypt. So that, yeah, most definitely hit up the website. Don't
Yeah.
forget to do that.
He got a TikTok platform. We go check him out too as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, he
I'm
got
probably
some
already
accounts
friends
that.
with him. I'm probably already following him. You know. Let's see. Y'all do good. All right, got
It, it's a female face because that threw me off too. As the icon, the picture is a female.
Yeah, that's his
you.
wife page.
I thought it was Talia. I was about to get mad.
No,
Okay.
that's his wife page. If you go follow her, and him, yeah, he usually be live on either one. So
That's how I was able to talk to him last night. He might go live again tonight. Just make sure you put a notification on that channel. That way, if you go live, you get the notification.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I want to see what Rod's talking about. Peace to you.
You got a point there and say, what all this talk got to do with today? Come on up here, man. Mount Zion Lion, come on up, man. Over here is Egypt. Kind of find out, they flipped the map around, east to west, thinking this, man, come to find out, ancient Babylon is New York, Egypt is in Texas, Jerusalem in California. Man, are you serious? This is Egypt.
Nah, bro, that's what they say, but that's just it's just a lie versus the truth. Like Babylon is a demon that's
Oh,
ruling the world. Babylon is not a place on the map at all.
I'm just saying, you saw that ancient map of, hold on, the Old Testament map of ancient America. You saw that yet?
The old map of America.
The Old Testament map of ancient America. That's how you gotta pull it up.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's a state of mind. These are things that we got to understand. The Bible is a sealed book. You can't just read the Bible and know what it's talking about at all. You cannot. That's why the colonizer gave you the book to confuse you, because the book says that you're not worthy to look upon the book. It says that you will look upon the book and it will confuse you and it will destroy your spirit. It says this in the book. It says that you're going to seek the book and you're going to think that it shows you revelations. But really, it's going to be the anointed one, your brother, who's Christ. And he's the one who it was written about, this Son of Man. He's the one who can read the book and be like, okay, well, this is what this really means. And this is talking about this. And this is what we got to do here. But people have been reading the book, and that's why they get all wise and they start crucifying him.
I feel you on that. I just want to. Have you seen that map I'm talking about? Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in Atlanta right now. I have met him a few times. You're talking about Yaju, aren't you?
No, I was talking about. Have you seen that map I was talking about?
Oh, the
Have you peeped
map.
that? Yeah. Have you ever peeped that one out? The old. Have you ever looked at that one?
Well, nah. They're not on. That is not true.
No, I'm just saying. Have you ever seen it yet? That's all I'm asking. I mean, I don't. I mean, unless you've seen it and look at it, you know what I mean. If you ain't seen it, ain't no reason to discuss it. I mean, if I could pull it up, I could show you, but I ain't that's another day. Say that for another day. All right. But anyway,
All right. But yeah. That's really why. All this Bible confusion. That's why. Like that's why it says everyone. We would go back to Babylon on ships, or we would go back to Egypt on ships. So right now we're all confused in these states of mind. That's really what it's about. It's about the state of mind that everyone is confused in. But this is that age where we're bringing back that restoration. And this is only because of the sacrifice that one man made, and the other men coming to him, and the other women. It started with the sacrifice of one man to shed that light, because he is the one. This Bible is literally a letter written to one man. That's what it is. It's a letter written to one man, and he is a revolutionary who will start this melanated political party, y'all. Like, that's what's going on. So, everybody's definitely got to do your research about what he's been doing. What Bible? The Quran and the all the Bibles, everything is mysteries, but we have unlocked the mystery. It's all happening now. So, what's going on, Rise? You gotta unmute your mic.
Grand rising to you.
Grand Rise and Jaja.
Supreme rising,
Thanks to thy presence. I'm the Lamb that was slain at one of the 420 elders saw the land of the tribe of Judah, the root of David. The only one found worthy to lose the 7 seals. Ordained his imperial majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I the Rastafari, who wears the vestiges of his imperial majesty Emperor Haile Selassie, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. The second coming of Jesus the Christ, as prophesied according to the Solomonic dynasty, the 225th, in direct lineage by strength of my Redeemer, the life giver. For remission of sins, all altars not in the name of Haile Selassie, the Rastafari, must be beaten to dust, and the dust sprinkled on the predecessors' graves, and new altars erected in that name.
So,
Yes, brother. Go ahead.
I mean, last time we understand that you believe in Rastafari. You believe in Haile Selassie being the Messiah. That's why last time you was up here, I asked you, are you going to stand with us now that we're restoring David's throne in Ethiopia? The same throne that Haile Selassie sat on. Are you going to stand with us now that we're building a government to restore that throne?
But of course, because I was approached by the princesses from Ethiopia from 2007 to come home and sit on it. They know I'm here. And they wanted me to come, and I said I could not go home unless I liberate their children first. So I'm here on the Isle of Patmos, which is known as Jamaica, which I founded on the city of God, my holy hill, the city of the Almighty, New Jerusalem, Cushite Empire, New Solomonic dynasty, the fifth kingdom of Christ, Utopia, the kingdom of Zion. And it's time now for us to affirm ourselves. And I own the whole world, and the world does not know me. But my sons who know me are the sons of God.
So, Ja, so what you're saying to us right now in the declaration with your own words, are you saying to us that you are Christ himself, the prophesied Christ that we was all supposed to surround ourselves to?
Yes, I am the Lamb.
Okay. So, brother man, so you're on a panel that we already have a Christ. We already have a Lamb. Again, this is the prophesied Christ of the Lamb of God. He's already took these things in high court matters, and he has a council. Again, let me ask you, brother, do you even have a council?
I have the ancient council.
Okay.
I have 104,000 elect.
Okay, well, Yaju has an actual...
Some of those have been through great tribulation.
Okay, well, Ja, we have a council. Do you have
Do you have
anybody that will come up?
elect?
It's cool, brother man. Do you have anybody that will come up and testify that you are Christ?
Well, you can go to King of Debussy sovereignty, because these are my first fruit, and I established Universal Human Declaration of Human Rights Charter, International Human Rights Law that has granted you all your sovereignty. I'm the only one that has attained success. All others inherit success off of my table.
Okay, John. Well, that would be a misquote because Yaju already took it upon itself to actually do this. Do you understand we have a UCC 1308? I mean, you say
I've
you're
already
doing
addressed,
these things.
I've already addressed the matter at the Supreme House, where I stated clearly that we have full audience as the Vice Regent, who has
What
preeminence.
Supreme House? Hold on, John. What Supreme House did you go to and declare? What are you talking about?
You know the
See,
Supreme
this
Court
is
is a
this is
Supreme
what we're talking
House.
about. Hold on. For one is we declared this on a national level in the tribunal court systems. I don't know if you went to your local state department and this is what you call a Supreme House, especially when you're in Jamaica. I get it. I'm a little. I got Jamaican blood in me. I've been in Jamaica a lot, so I get how the government is set up over there. Again, I'm asking
You
specifically
have a
for that.
legitimate regime, and
No,
they shall
no, no,
soon,
no,
they're being
Just
brought to
hold on,
book right now.
hold on. Just relax for a minute. I want you to hear it out. We have a young man that people are waking up all over the world, testifying to the world that he is the chosen one. And
Is he the
somehow
lamb
you
that was
brothers,
slain?
hold on, John.
Is he
Somehow
the
you
lamb that
brother,
was,
hold on, John. I'm almost done.
has he been to the
Somehow
other
you
side and
brothers,
back?
hold on, John. Please, brother. Hey, this is not a laughing matter. I don't know why you even laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at your statement. I'm not trying to clown you, brother. See, you have you carrying a spirit on here on this panel that actually I'm not feeling right now. We're coming to you as your people. We're telling you we have already a Christ in the midst that God already chose, beloved. Now you brothers are coming out of the woodwork like goddamn roaches, talking about you this and y'all that. I wanted to remind you, you can't self-proclaim these things yourself. God gives you this appointment and this anointment, and no one would pick for God. Every time God picked, y'all didn't like God's pick. Right now, beloved, we just want you to consider what's being said right now. Yaju has a council. Not only does he has a council, he actually put these things in high court systems that's already official. We've already took the Roman Catholic Church on matters in court. It was no contest on a lot of matters that we brought to court. Again, let me ask you one thing. Did you even take the Roman Catholic Church to court to defend, what they've done to us and put them pretty much on the spot? Did you at least do that, Ja? So we come in the Melchizedek order, just like you. And just like my sister said, we tried to reach out to you last time we spoke to you, but now you're laughing at the claim that we have actually the lamb amongst us. Now, you can say you the lamb and you can contend against them. Again, get in line. A lot of people, there's some people that's doing it. I don't even know why y'all doing this, but okay, y'all doing it. We have people that will testify that he is the Christ. From the Philippines to Russia, from Australia to the Americas to Africa. We got people that will testify to you today that Yaju is the Christ. Now, if you got some people that will testify it to us that you are the Christ, brother man, you can bring them on this stage and you can have a decent conversation with us.
Hey, check 1 2 1 2.
If we're all sincere and pure heart about doing God's work, then us coming together and actually staying focused on the work shouldn't be a big deal. So for some self-proclaimed Christ, we can care less about all you brothers and sisters that want to call yourself Christ. Will you do the work of the father and the mother? Will you gather with your people and will you set the record straight? Other than that, you can call yourself whatever you want, dipstick on a stick, king dingaling. I don't care. Will you concentrate on the work that the Father set upon us? This is how we know who the champion is. This is how we know who the real is.
Jaja, I think you just gotta listen more, bro. I think you gotta listen more. You want to come up? I mean, come off your mic. After we deal with no label, but we can swing back to you if you have more questions.
I see somebody want to come up. Bring Goku up.
Nah, he's a joke, man. He's never serious.
What I missed? What I missed?
No, he's really he's really wishing the best for you, man. But I need to see different fruits from him. Well, what's going on? No label. Peace to you.
Word.
Brother, eyes let them see, your ears let them hear. I was asked to come to Ethiopia from 2007 to sit on my throne. So I know my throne is there. And the government is a constitutional monarchy. And as I'm in this providence, prophet, priest, and king John, the ancient monarchy, rules in concordance with I, the monarch, His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie I, First Rastafari, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of Judah. And anything we agree upon is done forthwith because Israel is sovereign.
Brother, just come up with witnesses then. If you're so Christ, bring your witnesses so
I
that
told you where to
cause
go.
You know what?
bro, you're just quoting scripture. You're not showing that you're the one with the majesty. You haven't come with the cloud of witnesses. You haven't come with the majesty. You don't come with nobody saying nothing. You're just
Where to
talking for
go?
you.
You can
He's
go
a
to
Christ
Bubba
in
Hill,
this world.
Maya Bingi. You can go to World School of Vision. You can go to 12 Tribe. You can go to all the houses of Rastafari. You children have been led astray and you have been misinformed. Warn to
Ja,
those who have led my children astray.
Ja, I had to remind you. You raised me. I'm a little. I'm a little Rasta boy that you raised in America. Please forgive my language. I know about everything that you talking about. You're lying to the people. You want to glorify Haile Selassie.
You're
Again,
calling me a liar?
hold on, beloved. Let me get it out. Haile Selassie actually gave the authority of what we
When
call the
my children hear
Solomonic
my
treasure away. He actually gave the Solomonic crown away to actually the Europeans. And you're sitting here laughing at your own people. For what reason? We talk to those brothers, Rastafari. They never talk to you. Talk about you, Ja, in any type of anything. They don't mention you, brother. And if you are that important to us, then you will bring some brothers and sisters up here to have a conversation.
Yeah.
What I missed last time he was here, I must have missed something. For real, for real. Oh, man.
It's the same old stuff like Brother Danny said, these people just are coming out the woodworks talking about that they're the Messiah because the real Messiah is actually here now. That's why he sits in the jealousy seat. Because he's here now, everybody wants to what's it say they was gonna do? They was gonna try to take his garments. So that's just all that is. Like, we're witnesses that he's here now. So they don't want him to be here now.
I see.
Yeah, no label. What's going on, brother? You gotta unmute yourself.
Peace, no label.
No label got no voice.
Are you there? Are you here taking up space?
I don't
Yeah,
know, that
it's
might
just
be Goku's other account or something.
or
Let us know you there
somebody,
at
or
6.
maybe
Peace.
somebody ex boyfriend. They know about us going to Vegas.
All right. It might be FBI or something.
Yeah, CIA.
Infiltrate. Spook behind the door.
What's up, Jim? Peace, peace.
Oh, not much.
Peace and abundance, brother. What you know good?
Black man up there is his icon. Okay,
We
something
bouncing.
like that. Yeah, I guess I ain't like the fact I called it a black man.
Did you just bounce? Okay. Not Bob. Okay.
Mount Zion Lion asks, where is the judgment? You can go to yajujudah.com and you can read all about the case. You can read all about how we literally sent in paperwork against this Holy See, against this British Empire, this Roman Catholic Church, this Vatican. We really sent paperwork against these people for the things that they have done because it's very clear what they did. It's just who was going to stand up and judge them, say that's not right what y'all did. So run me back my inheritance. We really did this. We really, but we have to come together to actually claim it back. That's the part that is taking the process is gathering the people who's gonna reclaim the world.
You know what I'm saying? Talia, you ever see Men in Black 2? The whole time the woman was with Will Smith, that girl, and she was the main one. She was the goddess the whole time, and she ain't even know that she was the goddess. That's what we going through right now.
Brother, I need you to stay focused. Like did you hear what I just said? Like this ain't
I'm sorry.
about no this ain't about no romance story.
Nah,
This
no
this is this
romance.
is this is way bigger than what you're talking about. This is way bigger than your idea of God. This is about the God of all creation.
Yeah, I agree with that one. It is about the God of all creation. Question:
What's
what do y'all call the Father? Do y'all like? I never asked y'all that. Yeah, what do y'all call the Father?
Well, God is the I am. So
A
God by the
higher?
people, God by people who are moved by God. Not everybody is going to be moved by God. You know,
Okay, so is it a Trinity, or is it a Trinitarian, or is it Unitarian?
well, really, it's just God puts the spirit in the man. You know, call that what you want to call it, but that's what it is.
Like the Unitarian, because he doesn't claim to be divine. He claims to be a normal human being. So that means okay, I get it. All right, like a oneness type thing. All right.
Yeah, and it can be the Trinitarian too if you have understanding. I mean, you're talking about the purpose, the will, and the way. You know, it, threes is not a really a big thing. As long as you have the complete understanding of these things, then it makes sense.
I like that. The purpose, the will, and the way. I like that. Yeah.
the word of man is divine?
Because the man gets his word from God.
True
His,
indeed. There you go.
his woman, mama, tells him what to say. She teaches him his language. You know what I'm saying? That's too deep. That's too deep.
And you can
Yeah,
feel
go
it.
ahead, look up. Um, just because Goku's saying look up Yaju exposed. Look up Yaju's exposed.
All
Go
right,
see
check
how
it out then. Why you want me to use exposed? Can I look at the other stuff? Exposed? We just gonna focus on
right,
that. Huh?
right.
Okay. All right.
Like you know how many haters
Crazy word.
Yaju has is absolutely ridiculous. Like these people come out of nowhere to hate on this brother. It's actually I've never seen nothing like it. And that the crucifixion of this one is how you was gonna know he was one.
I
Like
mean,
it's that bad that you was actually gonna be like, why they hating on this man so bad? He didn't even do nothing. Like, why are y'all hating on him like that? And this is why because
anybody step up carrying claim they gonna be Christ, you know, second coming Joshua, whatever. They gonna go through the same thing Joshua went through. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Everybody wasn't with him. And even me being the uncle. I mean, everybody, I expect everybody to be with me, but no, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. You got your peoples in your tribe. They're going to see. Those that see will see. Those that don't won't. You know? You can lead the horse to the new lake and tell them this is the water you need to drink, but it's up to the horse to drink it. They still want to go back to the old lake they had. Ain't no more water there. I got you a new lake, but you don't want to drink here.
that's
And
exactly
really,
right.
the new lake is an old one. It just seemed new to you. You know I'm getting at.
Yep, already.
We ain't bringing nothing new to the table. We're really digging in the crates. For real, unfolding the hidden truth. You know what I mean? Y'all keep sitting there talking in circles about the same thing, and we ain't getting nowhere for centuries. And build the Pentagon. Build the Pentagon. What do you mean by that? I am. I'm gonna look up that y'all Judah exposed. Believe me, I am.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna watch that.
I'm gonna watch his other stuff too. Not just his. I want to hear his message for real.
Yeah, cause I heard from people who shoot. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was his wife who said this because there's this girl who or this woman she made a YouTube video talking about she went to see Yaju and all this stuff. No, I think Yaju said this. He had never even met this woman. Never even met this woman. That's what he said. But she got this whole video about, she went over to his house and,
Write that
you
down.
know, but it's just stuff like people really do that. People say he's a felon. People, I mean, it's just. But when you see what he's proclaiming, well, I mean, that it makes sense. Why these people are losing their damn mind. You know.
Yeah, it was this one girl. She was trying to say that he was like a predator type of something, and it was the person had the same name as him, but it wasn't of the same state or something like that. I forget. She was trying to bring it up on one of these platforms, and I was watching it, and I don't know who she was debating or talking to, and they was like, "That's not him. Let me see his birth date or something." I forget. It was a while ago. It was like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, people just really be trying to bring him down. I ain't gonna lie, they do. They do. You could tell they doing it out of hate. But I mean, it is what it is. It goes down like that for everybody. So Talia, are you like a deacon? Like, what do y'all have titles? I mean, you're a disciple. Like, what we doing?
Yeah, like it's many titles. Like once you get the truth, Christ is walking the earth. God's back to restore the people. Like, if once you understand that, you can become a priest, and that's just like it's like a priest is someone who's, um it yeah, so you could say I'm a priest, because I understand the law of the priests or the law of the leaders. You could say I'm an angel, I'm a messenger. It's a whole bunch of disciple,
Child of the sun.
um,
Children, like I'm a child of the sun, with the children of the sun.
well, I would say I always been a child of the sun because that's just for melanated people. So
Right.
And my man said, bring him up. How you say his name? Well, I can't say. You're gonna come up here and say his name.
no, that's Goku's other account. He makes all these accounts to come up. So serious.
Oh. Oh. Because he know he be getting blocked from them other pages. He be saying crazy stuff. That's why he got on the channel.
Right.
I've been with Goku before. He out.
Let him up. I want to see what he got. He said I think he got some information he want to bring up.
No,
And then
he
if
don't.
he ain't got no info, just block him. Just drop him out. Just block him. If he ain't got no info.
Brother. Today's a new day. Today's a new day.
Nah, that's why he's typing, try to get people to hate Yaju. He's it's really dark where he's at. When you spend your life crucifying the Messiah, it's really dark where he's at. It's not no point.
Oh man, that's crazy work. Hey, today's a new day. I want to see what brother got to say.
Right. I want to hear what he got to say.
Come on, Jerry Spring. Let's get Jerry Spring up here. Come on, let's do this. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of Jerry Spring. Oh man.
Nah, I can't do it.
Woosah.
See, Goku, you messing it up, man. You're not supposed to come in like the same person. You're supposed to pretend that you somebody else, and you come in as a different account, man. You can't be doing the same stuff, bro. You're getting caught, man. So you messed up.
You know I trip off of. I'm on other people's platform. I'm not being reckless or nothing. Talking out the side. I'm just speaking my piece in peace. But when you sit there and boot me off the box, knock me out of the box, and I ain't even wilding with you, I'm looking at it like, come on, man. You ain't let me share my piece in peace because you disapprove. We could agree to disagree. You know what I mean? If I ain't coming too crazy, come on, man. Let's be it.
Yeah, man.
You know? I don't know if y'all caught me building on my man Walk 'em Down joint. Some cat I'm trying to build with the Avengers. I understand they stand in their square on their belief. It's all good. I ain't got no problem with that. But don't knock me and my what I know.
Man, them brothers only joined because they was hating on Yaju. They only came together because they was sick of
Oh, you heard it? You
Yaju.
know about them
The
too?
Yeah.
You
scavengers.
know about them too?
Yeah.
Wait, what they call us? They call it the scavengers, yo?
My brother AI called them the scavengers, and that's what they are. They're scavengers. That's what it is.
I'm like, yo, I wanted to build with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just gonna knock me because I know I study Islam, I study Kemetic and all that. You want me to be just into the Bible? That's all you want me to know, and then build with you, huh? Okay, I can play that game. We just read out the scriptures all day. I can do that too. But where's they getting at?
Nowhere at all. Nowhere at all.
Well,
Ain't about nothing.
you're still in someone else's
And
intelligent property calling yourself. Snap.
yeah, because his name is
Oh,
Goku. Goku is a fictional
oh, they
character
going to
in Japan. Yeah,
war.
yeah.
Oh, they going to war down there. Oh,
Yo,
it's a battle
let
down there.
Goku up. Let Goku up. Yo, Goku, act right, man. Be respectful, man.
Oh, they throwing shots down there.
I'm not letting him up. It takes a long time for him to be a new man from where he at. So I'm gonna let him heal and peace so that he stop
He
defining
said you
himself.
box.
Not heal in peace.
Yeah.
My
Damn.
man said nope.
I've never seen Talia not let nobody up, yo. That let me know you really must have did something bad, yo. Because she real open-minded and patient with people, bro. Damn.
Nah, Goku's
You know what?
really like kind of deranged. Like he know he need help. Like so, I get a brother some. He's gonna keep coming around until he stop and he realize what he needs to look himself in the mirror. So
Months upon months. They do.
Let's get back into the focus. So who is Melchizedek to you guys? I mean, I don't know.
Melchizedek?
Yeah, who is Melchizedek? Is
We ain't talking about Malachi Z. Yoga.
no, I ain't go back. No, not that far. We ain't talking about no Nuwapians or no Kemet New. I just want to know who do they think Melchizedek is.
I thought that was another name for Christ. I thought.
I mean,
Am I right?
some say that's Christ in the past, but they saying
because only Christ can come in the Melchizedek order. Melchizedek is the order of God. This is why it was given to Abraham. But we got to understand the one that comes in the order of God is Melchizedek. So we're correct. Christ is Melchizedek because he comes in the order of God.
Okay. So, yeah, Jew is Melchizedek.
Okay.
Sir.
I'm going to have to study him a little bit more before I come to that conclusion. I heard of it, but I ain't really studied y'all. I ain't look at it like y'all teaching them to me right now. I ain't look at it like that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna front. I'm in my world, spreading my word. You know what I'm saying? And I like to meet brothers beside me doing the same thing. Let's build. You know what I mean?
yeah, respect.
And then we can battle for the throne. Stop. Stop. All right.
Yeah. As
Snap.
long as you admit defeat, don't become
I'm
Goku.
just tripping.
When you get defeated, don't become Goku. That's the only thing.
I'm just messing around. I'm just chilling. I like to sit there and build with the brother, man. For real. I feel like we need to meet up, man, and sit there and form a, you know what I mean, a union. All for one, one for all. For real. I ain't got no problem with that. So, make the army stronger.
Yeah. Children of the sun gotta come together and illuminate. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I can't wait to meet you brothers, man. Y'all already sound like my uncle and my brother over there, man. Can't wait to meet you things, man.
Hey, where you at, Danny, man? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia with Yaju Judah. I met Yaju Judah 4 years ago. I haven't left this side since I met the young brother. So I'm on the mission. Nothing can tear me from it.
Yeah, I've been to Atlanta.
I'm from Augusta. I'm definitely gonna make my way to Georgia, man. For real. I'm gonna keep y'all posted when I come out there. We gotta link up.
Yeah, I like the airport.
And vice versa. Y'all come out Vegas, let me know, man.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We definitely going out there. We got some plans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you at least, you know what I'm saying? At
Right.
least.
Right. You know, because they got those wedding chapels down there.
Oh, yeah. Now, I was asking my lady, let's go ahead. You can get married for free damn near out here, right?
Peace.
But she wanted to do everything in Virginia, right? I was like, let's get the paperwork knocked out here for free and then have the reception in Virginia. What's wrong with that, y'all? You want to do everything at one time. That's all good. It is what it is. But then take one day at a time. All right, what I miss? They going in down here in the chat, y'all. They is.
Yo, y'all come up, man. Gerald, truth matters. The holy is I am Hoyland Stones. Come on. Nah, I'm not a follower. I gotta talk to me. I gotta talk to Yaju one-on-one some more before any petitions or anything gets signed or anything. I'm
How
a
y'all
child of the
doing?
sun.
What's up, Truth? Nice to you.
I ain't too follow nobody neither, but I will be
Yeah.
glad when we be
Black
able
woman is
to
God,
really
man.
change
Black
the
woman
world.
is God.
Hey,
Truth
sorry, I'm about to
matters.
leave. My bad.
What's going on with you, man? Peace to you.
They were jamming, was it? Ah, he had the right song on in the background, though. I'll tell you that. You all right, Jess? My bad. I'm at work. Just holler at my partner, man.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, I do hate when you say black woman is God because the whole point of us being up here is to destroy the false idols that we have in the world. That's why we up here, because the idols is the reason. Like, when I say God, everybody has a different idea in their head. Everybody. But there's only one spirit of God that created all things. There's only one spirit that's always been here and that's never going to leave. There's only one of that. But when we say God, somehow everybody got a different idea. And that's your Lord and Savior right there. So you're going to stand behind it. So that's the confusion that's being cleaned up. So we're here to clean it up. So I don't like when you keep saying that when, you're not even a black woman.
Oh, I came from one though.
My bad, black
Well,
guy.
God is never going to tell you I'm not God. So
That's why I'm like, y'all know the first
Unless God
commandment.
don't know.
And there's a resounding truth. Wait a minute, brothers, real quick. I'll say this real quick. There's a resounding truth when we say that God purposely made man and woman for this purpose, to know of God. And God has a choice when it becomes present amongst you. God has a choice to be a man or a woman. That's the purpose of why God made us. Again, we don't choose for God when God dwells in this person, when God actually activates this person. This is why it can't be finessed. This is why no matter how much wisdom, knowledge you obtain, God will defeat you because you can't control God with those things. So we come to you humbly and we asking you to consider, will you follow God or will you follow your own thoughts? This is the versus battle. Okay, this is why God is present amongst you. Okay, you think a lot of things about God. Everybody has, but what is the true thought? The true pure thought when it comes to God. This is the manifestation of God on earth, and God picks. We don't pick for God. That's true. We should be able to stand on truth together, brothers.
Man, well put, man. I'm for real though. I mean, we all gotta let go, let God. I mean, be a vessel for the Creator to use at His appointed time. Of course, you're gonna still be in your conscious mind, live your life, and do what you gotta do. But when the time's needed, are you gonna let God go and let the Most High work through you? You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. And then, like
Let
you
her
said,
make her choices. Let her make her own choices. Stop trying to tell her what to do. She does what she wants to do. And we got to get hip to that. It's high time. That's why the world's suffering now. You try and restrict her. Can't do that. You're only going to hurt yourself.
indeed, that's why I take both masculine and feminine energy to open your mind. You know what I'm saying? You can't try to open it just with one side. Tell me how that works. You know?
Yeah, I mean, well, what I'll say, because like the creator, the you can hear the creator in a man, and you can hear the creator in a woman. So like when it comes to Yaju, when we see him, we see the Father. Like if God has, given you a certain kind of eyes, you see things when you see Yaju. Like I don't know how to describe it except I see the Father. Like sometimes I look at him and I just see my brother, but sometimes it be like I like I don't know how else to describe it, but I just see the Father. Like it's just it just takes me to my whole core, of course, because I'm literally looking at the Father. Like and you know when it comes to his voice as well, I hear the Creator. Like I literally hear the Father, and I also hear the Mother. Like you can hear, even when you're listening to a man, you can hear his mother in him. I hear the mother also. And this is something that, you know, it's not just me seeing it that makes him who he is. It wouldn't be that. But, we're just here with that testimony, like just like it was written, God will pick a dwelling place so that that spirit can be poured back out. And then I just want to share that because, like, I feel what y'all are saying about the masculine and feminine, but, God is the creator of both of those things. So God ain't even neither of those things. God is the author of both of those things and, understands his purposes, so.
You get it. That's who Christ is. Like he came to us through the Jews, the people hated by everyone, you know what I mean? But for right reasons, because of what they've done. And like that feminist, feminine mindset and masculinity, that doesn't matter. That's 100% true. Like when they saw Jesus, that was the Father, and like when they
You said
Philip,
Jesus was the Father, then who he was praying to?
well, that's what I'm saying.
He was
God
praying
created
to
those
himself?
standards. God created that matter. Like Philip, he said, Jesus, show us the Father.
Okay, there you go.
And
Because
then
remember, always remember this. Jesus said, don't worship me, worship our Father.
no, but see, he says things in riddles for you to understand. Like Talia, she like hears him, like she sees who God like truly is. You know what I mean? Yo, what's up, Jason? And like that's what Philip was asking Jesus too. He was like, show us the Father. Then Jesus said, have I not been with you so long? You know what I mean? And it's like, it's touching, you know? Like for me, that's touching to hear, because that's what God
Can you do me a
truly.
favor though? Can you say Joshua?
Yeah,
That
Yeshua.
Jesus name kind of fishy to me, man.
Yeah, Yahshua is better to say. That's honestly the way it was meant to be. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
But I feel like bad because you see that in Yaju, which I understand that. Like, man, I understand that, and I don't know what can I say. Like, who am I? But I
Oh,
just
respect, it's respect, man. I see your point of view. I'm feeling you, man. Carry on.
yeah, I don't know, cause like the true Christ, he died and he's in heaven. He came back to us and he was with us, but he went up, and now we're just waiting for him. You know what I'm saying? Just living, just suffering, living. You know.
Remember this now. Are those your
Yeah.
words? You're gonna go through ups and downs and ride this roller coaster called life. But remember, you putting your words and creating your world. Remember that.
Yeah, fast we gotta speak life.
There you go.
Amen. Thank you for that. That's true. We gotta speak life. But like that's the beauty of Jesus, man. Like Yeshua, you know, like
Well,
you know.
Go ahead, sis. Probably gonna say the same thing anyway. Thank you, sis.
Are you talking about Tupac?
Um,
Yeah. What the
bro.
world? Snap.
no, I'm forgetting, brother Dan. I'm forgetting, brother Eddie. Forgetting.
He's talking about Jesus being in heaven. He came down, he went up, he came down. Brother, the whole thing about this truth that matters, we always got to make sure that we witness these things. That's the main point of the Bible. We have to witness. We have to hear the voice and witness what we see. We're the witnesses. So you can't be a witness to something that you've never seen, and you can only speculate. He went down, he went up, he went over to the side, he went left. So we're just here to tell you that you can follow Yaju right now and be a true witness because Christ is on the earth, the anointed one of God. This is the one that God has chosen,
But
not man, but God.
I get where you're coming from, but that's the beauty of God, because He said by faith you will not see the normal things. Like what's the verse? I think it's Hebrews 11 something. By faith we live by faith, not by sight. Yeah, my bad. I apologize. We live by faith, not by sight. And if you're to live by faith, and if you see something, that's not really faith. You know what I mean? Like tomorrow's not guaranteed for none of us. But here we are living in faith, thinking we'll live tomorrow. It's like if you
Hey,
hear
truth
everything.
matters, man.
My bad, my bad. What were you gonna say?
I just had a question. I was a question. What? They don't dare this, man.
Yeah, I'm from here, but my dad's from El Salvador. My mom's from Mexico.
Okay, okay. All right, just was wondering. That's all.
Yeah, but like I don't know. It's just messed up because like
Can I also say something real quick, truth? Because you said faith, but faith comes by hearing, and by hearing the word of God. So it all comes back to hearing. Remember, my sheep hear my voice. That's where you would get the truth from when you worship God in spirit and truth. Because in the last days, the truth would be delivered through his first begotten Son, the only one mediator between God and man. Not you, not me, because we were all deceived by the devil. We carried the mark of the beast until we got basically brought back to life by our God. So, brother, all I'm saying is you can think about this because I know it's a lot, it's heavy, but just give it a thought.
no, that makes sense actually. Because like when the Mark of the Beast was written, like when that was mentioned, it was saying that to look at the 666, the three numbers. And if you look right now, like in DC, the Pentagon and all that, they got a lot of 666 around there.
That's why it also states here too, truth, because I'm loving you as a brother. I'm crazy about my brother. I'm not gonna let my truth, my brother, defile himself. So basically, 666 is basically that's the deception. You got 66 books, and man is the other six. You go to interpret the book and put your private interpretation on it, and that's when you're marked with the beast. You become that beast. Now, the only way that you could basically come up out of it is to sing the new song. That's it.
You said to sing a new song.
All that's in the earth, you have to accept it. That's Christ walking the earth in the flesh, bro.
Dang, that's the spirit of the air. That's what I'm saying. There's the gospel of light, or there's the spirit of the air. You're either one or the other. You know what I mean? That's why it's only Jesus Christ who came already, who proclaimed His word. He said a lot of people will come in my name, but don't listen to them. Don't go near them. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, it makes sense where you guys are coming from. Deception. How can you know you're being deceived if you're already being deceived? You know what I mean? But I get where you're coming from.
And like you said, a lot will come in his name, right? Remember, Christ was leading you to eternal life, right?
Right.
Okay, now I'm just preaching eternal life now. I'm not sitting there coming in Christ ways. You got to go through Christ. So I want cats to sit there and keep preaching Christ to people. You know what I'm saying? Until they completely go through Christ, not making U-turns and keep going in circles. Christ is trying to lead you to the Father. To come on, go step in God's office, the Father's office. You know what I mean? Well, Christ is bringing people through the hallways and got people lined up at God's office. You
Yeah,
know what
but
I mean?
brother Lord,
Yeah, but
can I
that's
ask you
like
a quick
that,
question though, brother Lord? Why even say anything if you don't have the whole truth? Why not just be a righteous person and talk about stuff that gets you that you do for a living instead of actually talking about God where it's something that you don't know about until you go through Christ, right? So it's best to just be silent until you get the full truth. That way you're not deceiving your people or leading them astray, right?
yeah, I mean that's true too. That makes sense, I guess. But we're
Oh,
all human. You know what I
let
mean?
me go in my office real quick. I'm
You
outside. Let
got
me
it
come
right.
back in here real quick. All right. So I was leading this to astray. Okay. Now, astray to you means I understand some people think eternal life is here after you are unalived and gone. That's their mindset, right? Is that yours?
Kind of like, look, we're gonna live eternally either way, either hell or heaven.
Yeah, I
And
didn't. Let me say this too, Lord. I didn't say any of those things to get your thoughts, going about what you believe against what I believe. I came to just give you the truth so that you could basically choose which one you rather. Because this is basically common sense, right? None of the things that basically happened in the Bible or the fact that it happened 2,000 years ago, these things are not true. They were all given to us by man.
nah,
That's
that's false. That's false.
hold
Because
up,
the
hold up,
Chinese
hold up.
history.
Truth
Sorry.
matters. Yeah, because that's how the devil deceived the whole world. He told you that every man could read the book and interpret the book, right? And that's what you did. Now you're going around thinking that when Christ come back, you think you have the truth about God and you'd be talking to God directly. That's why I always tell you to be careful to entertain strangers because some have entertained angels unaware. These things are being recorded, y'all. That's why
Yeah,
we
but
don't want you to
that's what I'm
defile
saying. I
yourself.
get what you're trying to say,
I
and that's
don't
true.
want you to defile yourself, brother. But anyway, truth matters. Thank you so much for listening. And Lord,
Yeah, for
thank
sure.
you as well.
No, hey, thank you guys for the respect. The mutual.
I feel exactly
Yeah,
where you're
man. You
coming
might
from.
want to look into the Incans and the Mayans or something, man.
Yeah, see, like, nah, I
Truth
look at
matters. You
them,
should go look into them. You should go study them, man.
and like, you see,
The shapeshifters and all that.
no, but they know of the stars, like they,
Yeah,
a
All
lot
I
of other
teach,
stuff. But yeah,
all I
think
teach
it'd
is
be
lost
good for
knowledge,
you.
man. I mean, a lot of people are aware of it. I'm not sitting there adding nothing on. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to get clarification to people's understanding. You know what I mean? All I want to do people to do is practice divine righteousness, be the best they can, and manifest their heaven on earth. You understand what I'm saying? And
yeah,
then
but I
my,
said no cat.
huh?
That's what the devil wants too.
Oh
Nah,
Like
yeah,
but
you
the,
can
the,
you
the,
view
the thing
everything good.
is, what we gotta understand, like, heaven on earth got a landlord. You know how it says that in my father's house is many mansions, or In my father's house is many rooms, but that's a land, like you gotta go through the landlord, because this is all about unity at the end of the day. This is all about oneness. This is all about, God has a gift for the children. How's all the children gonna get the gift? Because you gotta give it to big bro, and big bro's gotta give it to the brothers and sisters who wanna accept the gift. Because they love God, so they're gonna be grateful that God chose someone. We get caught up trying to, give the gift, try to say we got the gift, trying to, you know, but he's always walking the earth, and all the examples that we got in the book, he's his own person who speaks for himself out of his generation, who leads people to the promised land every single time. So, it's only the devil tricking you to make you reject the one who's been sent for you.
Yeah, I mean,
Real
I get
talk.
what you're saying. Like it makes sense from your perspective, but I believe that's not the truth. I believe Jesus already came. I believe he's in heaven. He said a lot of people come in my name, and a lot will be deceived. It's for a reason. But I mean, I gotta go regardless. I'm sorry, guys. I just
You good, man.
man.
By all means. I got a question though. You feel like you living in heaven on earth?
Oh, of course not. But I know
You
that.
don't feel that way?
Nah, not all the time, man. Heck
I
no.
do.
That's
I feel
good.
like I'm living in heaven on earth.
That's
You know
good.
what I'm saying? I'm dwelling in a little mini man. I'm just saying, I'm not bragging and boasting or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, your words create your world. Why not have your words create heaven on earth for you? You understand? But you don't believe that? I mean, I
No,
feel like I'm
I
pretty.
agree actually, because Jesus said that to his disciples. Like the kingdom of God is in you. It's in you. You have to live it out and show it. But like,
That's what I'm saying.
there's
I
a
can
lot
show
to
and
it.
prove this to a degree. People don't believe my lifestyle.
But I mean, like, it's
Some of
like
them
this. Like
fall flesh,
me,
but my lifestyle, this is my life.
yeah. I mean, I guess, but like me personally, I don't go to church. Like I don't walk in the ways that I should be. So I'm already a deceiver right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Why are you putting them words on you, man? Are you doing anything wrong? Are you living, you know what I'm saying? Are you feel like you living righteous? I mean, I don't
Well,
know you per
is
se. I
I
don't know
mean,
what are you
what
doing
is
behind closed
righteousness? Like,
doors.
if you look at a woman with lust, you're already adulterer. If you hate someone, you're already a murderer.
Are
Like,
you doing that?
no, but I'm saying everyone has. So if you have
Okay.
once, then you're already.
You can't worry about
Nah, but
everybody. You got to
brother,
worry about yourself.
I don't know.
the killing, stealing, and destroying and the lust, that's all about a lie versus the truth. Like if you, because I bet right now, you be praying in Jesus' name, don't you?
Yeah, but I gotta go, man. I ain't going.
No, stay real quick. She got a point there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could,
I ain't trying to hold you. I'm just saying, if you act like you know a man, and you be talking about believe in Jesus, this believe, you never met him, you killing that person. You don't know them. You don't know Jesus. You can't show them Jesus. You killing that person. You know
Yeah,
the
see, that's
you
why.
already know
That's why
what's
me
right and wrong,
personally,
but when
I'm
it
not the
comes to
one. I don't like to
handling
speak
God's
on it.
information, you have to understand that you can't handle God's information. Christ
No
has to.
one can. No one's perfect. Like I'm telling you, who can? No one except for himself. That's why he came to us born of a virgin. He's not even born of man. You know what I mean? But like you're
well,
saying to me that Yaju is Christ, like I know that's not true. Like,
But you're not Christ,
but I'm
so
not Christ
you
either,
can't
of
know
course not.
nothing.
But
I'm gonna say
no
this:
one
you
is
might be
except for
Christ in
me.
your world, and you might obtain the Christ spirit. You know, they say be like Christ, obtain the Christ spirit to get to the your higher self.
But
Um,
no, Lord, that comes from knowing Him. That comes from actually. That's like obtain. I have the spirit of my mom because she raised me. If my mom didn't raise me, I wouldn't have my mom's spirit. You can't say I have my mom's spirit because I never listened to her. I never nothing.
I mean, that's kind of true, but not really, because your DNA carries your mother's like genetics. You know what I mean? So no matter what, in a way, you're still gonna be like her in a way, like even without trying to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm never gonna be talking about my mama said this, my mama said that, my mama said I would never because she didn't have nothing to do with me for real.
True.
That's what
See, there
people
you
do
go.
with Jesus.
There you that makes sense. Cause like your mom was distant. I'm assuming. Damn, my bad. I shouldn't be speaking. I should
Well,
just
no, that's
go.
just a metaphor. That's not real. But
Life is real. That's what I'm saying. Like Jesus cares about those stuff. I care about like God. The truth is magic. I don't know. I gotta go. You
But
guys
you
take it
talking
easy.
about the physical aspects of your parents bringing you in here physically, but the spiritual aspect, you know what I'm saying, is I want to say the Christ in you. Well, you got to attain the Christ spirit in you. But I was where you go? He bounced. Oh my God! I was talking to him because
yeah,
we already know what time it is to the degree. You know what I mean?
Hello.
yeah. We just like a lot of brothers say that about the Christ consciousness, but if everybody was Christ consciousness, everybody would be King of Kings. Everybody would be leading the revolution. Everybody would be
Oh, I see.
regathering.
Everybody.
This is a position. This is a role. This is a sacrifice that only he has made because only he even knew how to make this sacrifice. So this is really a whole nother level, and that's why you have to build that relationship. The
with
mothership.
yourself,
You have to build
relationship
that
with yourself
relationship. So
first.
you
I
know
don't
how
knock the
to be
church.
Christ-like.
I don't knock the church, you know what I'm saying? Then you got cats that don't even go to church or ain't studying, ain't worried about no spiritual or religion, right? Then you got the cats, they seek in some religious beliefs, whatever. So they go to church, and you know what I mean? They just get stuck in church, though. Stuck in Christ. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Not go
because
through Christ.
they don't know. They have not yet ascended their mind to a higher knowing. Like it's Christ's consciousness. Christ is your essence. Our essence. We all came from someone's essence. So if you're not going to make someone, you must raise that essence back to your head and get enlightenment.
So
That's why it is
man,
called
so does everyone have Christ
resurrection.
consciousness?
I'm going to
Yes,
say,
everyone can
no,
attain it, but like you said, it must be done by effort. You must put in the effort.
real
It
quick.
is you are in the if you are in the physical reality. The physical reality, if you're going in the shop, you must buy the sugar, right? So it's
Oh,
the
okay.
same
So
thing.
no, but I understand. You're saying you have to work for it, like study yourself and find it. So everyone who studied their self and found this Christ consciousness, they're gonna agree 100% when it comes to God's information.
Yes, God is within you because once you attain it, like I said, your essence, we all came from the essence. The essence is very powerful. That is
Right.
what they call the oil, the Christ. If you're not going to create someone, because if it comes out here, it will create someone. It goes into the womb to create someone. You getting that? If you're not going to create someone, then you must do what they call resurrection. Resurrection doesn't mean to
Well,
die
hold
and
up, bro,
come
bro,
back.
bro. I don't really want a whole bunch of teachings. I'm just kind of asking short questions because I want to see where you're at with it. Like,
Yes, like let me finish this. Resurrection is to raise your erection energy. Erection energy is what I'm talking about. That's what they call the Christ. It must be raised back up through Jesus. Jesus is yourself, a metaphor of you,
okay,
yourself.
so we're telling you that we met the first brother on earth with Christ consciousness. He gave me and my brother Danny and my brother Ed Christ consciousness. So we know nobody else got Christ consciousness but us. So that's why we're leading the revolution.
For Christ consciousness to come, you must self-identify, self-knowledgeify, and self-revelation. It will happen within you because you are the temple of God. That's why they are saying you are the temple of God. He doesn't know is God. You are the temple. You are the sheep, the vessel of
Brother,
God.
but you don't know the first one with Christ consciousness. You don't know the first brother who had
Yes,
Christ
the
consciousness.
self is the vessel. We are talking about you because you came in yourself. How to ascend that self into higher knowings.
No,
The
brother man.
journey is to ascend yourself
Hold
to
on,
higher
hold
knowing,
on, hold
to
on, hold on,
become
hold on,
God,
hold
the
on,
good,
hold
the
on,
righteousness.
brother man. You're not listening to the system. What you're talking about are parables and verses and instructions within the Bible of what Christ was going to have within him. Again, what you're speaking about is the very firstborn, the one that has the Holy Spirit of God. Again, remember the verse that tells you the only way to know the Father is through the Son? This is what we're emphasizing. So the only way you would know this within yourself is actually meeting the Son, the doorway. The one that knows the Father greater than yourself.
The Son is your subconscious. Brother, the Son is your subconsciousness. This is about you. Conscious, subconscious, and superconsciousness. Your instinctive mind, your intellectual mind, and your intuitive mind. Intuitive mind, you must be in tune to nature, which means you become superconscious. And how do you attain that? Through raising back your essence to your head. You must spend like 40 days. You fast, you do all the things. It's through effort. You must cleanse the temple of God is yourself. You have been eating chemicals, come
Brother,
in cause. Are you getting
man,
that?
where did you learn
Bro,
this?
It's all
we
about
we
you.
get
It's not
those
something
we
out
get
there.
those parts of it, brother man. But again, some of the teachings are misconstrued. Again, when you were supposed to fast, you were supposed to fast from lies, not actual what you eat. We get that you ain't supposed to eat animal meats. There's certain
Stay away
things.
from sex as well. Sex make you lose your
No, 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 no,
essence.
no, 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 no,
Your
no, brother.
essence comes
No,
out.
no, no. If you wanna teach that, you go on another panel. Again, God made me to sleep with women. Okay, whatever you think
This
sex
is deep.
is when it
That's why we
comes
don't
to
want to hear.
Levitical writings and teachings, again, that's not what it means. God made me to sleep with women and to actually be fruitful when it comes to the women. You're making it seem like now that it's a sin to sleep with women and we can't have it.
Yes,
No,
it's not
brother
a
man.
sin. I didn't.
Again, you can do that, brother man. If you
Good
want to be a
mawati na your
virgin,
mouth.
you can be a virgin. It ain't has nothing to do with God, brother. So again,
Sense
we're here.
is
Hold
sin.
on, my Maheen. Again, you came here on this panel, right? This is not your panel. So I want you to listen. I don't think you're trying to be a wise guy. I don't think you're coming up here trying to say that you know it all. Okay, I'm your brother. This is your sister. Stop talking to us like you're the most profound Negro on the goddamn planet. So stop that, bro. Now, I want you to listen to Talia and how she breaks it down and it's giving you this. Again, it has nothing to do with your carnal way of thinking about this, meaning your flesh. You're bringing about, oh, we don't eat this, we don't have sex this. That has nothing to do with the spirit of God. So if Talia, if she can speak to you on these matters, just listen to her, man. She's giving you some good food.
So you
Yeah,
believe that
'cause,
you
just a second, Jim, because I wanted to say this to men, like, Christ consciousness will always lead us to unity. Every single time, without a doubt, Christ consciousness is going to lead you to being able to take care of our people. That's what we need right now, is to be able to take care of our people again, to be able to fix the issues, the war, all the, you know, these things do have solutions. That's what Christ, that's what, this Christ consciousness is really about, that you're talking about. And you have to be able to respect that this sacrifice that Yaju has made and the people with him. You have to be able to respect it. It only makes sense that Christ consciousness would lead to unity. Does that make sense to you? That God would only give us Christ consciousness so that we could all have Christ consciousness? And you're muted, man. You gotta unmute yourself.
Type it in the comments.
Like, all right, bro. Well,
Hey, speaking outside of self doesn't make sense because Jesus in the book is pointing at you. You are the temple of God and you want to say something is out there. If you don't relate to yourself, then you're going to be booked by the book itself.
what does speaking outside of self mean? Like,
Yes, because you are trying to see
But
something. You're trying to use your mind, yourself, to project the God.
man, listen to what you're saying. One is you're telling us to project and think about self because it's within self, but you're saying that we're not supposed to think about self. You're not even having a clear conversation right now. You're just talking, bro. I think you've known so much. Now you just double talking. You don't even know you're double talking.
Everything is a projection of your mind.
Hold on, man. We already know on this panel, it is about what you know within yourself.
Yes, it's
Again,
about
we
your mind. So
hold
how
on,
do
just listen to it out, big bro. We understand this. God works, and this is not far fetched in the thought that I'm bringing to you. God works on people. You're a person, I'm a person. God works on one person at a time. This is all we're saying. So that self only gets you so far when it comes to God, son. God has to take you the rest of the way. You don't control God, you don't beckon God. So God has to send
God
someone
is
to
human?
you.
Why are you confusing
Yeah,
people?
I got you, Mayhan. God has to send someone to you to bring you the rest of the way. Like right now, you're speaking on God's behalf, are you not? You're trying to tell us how to get there. Think about what you're doing and what you're saying to us. We're telling you how to truly get there, brother man. So don't double talk us. Understand what's being said and stand with us.
Even you must understand other people to stand with them. That's why you run away from the truth. When I said sex, you ran away. Why? I said it because that's how we lose our essence. Essence is the key to enlightenment. Without it, you will not think as I'm.
Brother, that don't make no sense.
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me
Again,
off.
you're
I didn't
saying that because we procreate and
cut
make
you
other
off. Stop
beings
being a
like
child.
ourselves, we lose truth.
Child, stop being
That
a
don't
child.
even make no sense. Bruh, if you want to adopt that us people ain't supposed to have sex, then you go find a part of the world and don't have sex and see how long you survive. Nigga, what is wrong with you?
No.
Wonder you don't got a woman, my nigga. I can tell you don't even got a woman, nigga.
So, do you believe in marriage?
You're supposed to be married to God. That they colonize marriage, so you go to a courthouse and you forget about the marriage to God.
So, you just sleep with your friend?
You do what you want as a grown adult is what I'm saying. The priest book though, like this book belongs to Christ. This book belongs to the priest. So, you know, Christ didn't need the book to tell him nothing about his personal life. You know, the book is to tell him about the laws for the priesthood is what I'm saying. Like marriage is about being married to God.
So, you don't believe in a flesh marriage?
No, not like a paperwork, you know. I think it's you know, beautiful for men and women to come together if that's what you're talking about, but I'm just saying you don't need paperwork for that. Like, you know, that's just understanding between people.
Didn't Moses marry people?
Yeah,
And
Moses
it,
was married.
but he also gave a paper of saying they're divorced as well. The same paper that you're talking about for marriage.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know, the marriage the book is full of parables is really the point. So when it talks about marriage, when it talks about
Yeah, but
sex, when it
that's pretty
talks about
black and
all
white.
these things, these are all parables.
But that's pretty black and white. I mean, it's pretty clear.
I mean, you wasn't there, so you don't know what the picture even is. You wasn't there, right?
No, but I trust that the Bible is legit because it was under God's protection all these years. You can't. He would never allow that book to be interpreted different than what he said.
Brother, every single time somebody talks about the Bible, they got a different idea than the next guy.
Well, it is our handbook on life.
No, it's not. You made it the handbook of life. It's not the handbook of life, Jim. You made it that way, and you are actually doing exactly what prophecy said you would do with the books. There is no life in the books. There is no life in the scriptures, brother. And you refuse to come to him, Jim. This is what it says within your beloved book, brother. So no, you made it like this is this thing that will give you something about life. And look, it gives you, I won't say it don't give you some good thoughts, right? It don't give you some good morality stands. But when it comes to the life of God, that's only given to the Holy One himself, not a book.
You got to admit some of the stuff that's written in there is, I don't know, just a little more than a person writing in the book. It's a little, you can tell it's supernatural. Everything fits. Nobody just writes a book that everything fits and is good from today as it was back then. It doesn't change. There's something different about this book.
The book is timeless in a sense, but the time that the book has is not your concept of time. Again, this is why we emphasize this is a prophecy book that was going to be revealed to you in a future event. This is why nobody can go against it. No matter how much wisdom and knowledge you bring to this, it don't matter. God was still going to do it with your wisdom or without your wisdom. This is why it's the undefeated, the conqueror, the lion. So just try to consider what we're saying to you and what is being done right now on behalf of God. Again, we don't ever choose for God, Jim, ever. So why are we trying to choose for God now?
I understand what you're saying about a non-believer. To me, a non-believer has a hard time interpreting the Bible. But when I confess to Jesus Christ as my Savior, His Spirit entered me and I can understand the book.
No, that's not how you receive God's Spirit. Again, we understand that you took on some teachings that are very, very false, but there is no Bible, there is no book that will deem the Spirit of God to you. This is false, my brother. Only God deems a person that's anointed, like a Moses, like a Noah, like a Jonah. And I had to remind you in these days that they didn't have books claiming that they got the Spirit from God from a book. Again, just like the prophet of old, we are the messengers of the now, of the future. And we're telling you, stop. You don't get claim God's spirit. You cannot beckon God. God beckons you. And the way you talk, you just read a book and you said the spirit came within you because you read a book. Think about what you are saying right now, Jim.
I didn't say reading the book brought the Spirit. I said receiving Jesus as my personal Savior, I received His Spirit.
No, Jim, you said you read a book about Jesus. And because you claim Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, the Spirit of God came in you. That's not how it worked, Jim. Again, I had to remind you, prophets of old, they gave the Spirit. They were appointed and anointed by God to give out the gifts to people. But y'all don't come in that order. You think a book in your own notion can give you this. It never works like that, Jim, ever. So this is why it's undefeatable. If you're not willing to come to the prophets like the prophets of old, and I had to remind you, this is what your forefathers and foremothers did, refusing the Spirit of God because you didn't like God's choice. You didn't like God's message. So you can do this, Jim. You can claim that you got the Spirit by your own fruition, by your own power, by your own thought, by your own belief. Again, you will stand on that mountain alone. For us, we're going to stand on the Lord's mountain because He calls us there. We know God operates within a person that is firstborn, and we have to go to that person because that person only knows the Father. See, you don't got to take my humble words. You've read it probably 100 million times more than me. I'm asking you to consider, Jim.
your Christ can say the same thing, and how do you know he's true? There's no evidence to prove that what he's getting is coming from the Spirit of God. There's no evidence.
Whoa. Now slow down, slow down. That's what you say, but that's prideful. Again, God can use anyone on the earth, and you deny me that God can use me. For what reason, Jim? Again, you deny
I
Yaju
agree.
that
God
God
can
can
use
use
you.
Yaju. For what god dang reason would you even do this? Talking about proof? Adulterous nation seeks proof. Are you an adulterous nation, Jim? Again, when in any story did Moses, Noah, or Jesus have to come down here, create a voting system, and have you niggas and niggerettes vote to him to be in Christ? Again, you act out just like what the prophecy said you would be, a goat, stiff-necked, really, really prideful in your ways because Christ is on earth right now. I'm asking you to consider, Jim, you don't have no proof that he ain't the Christ, good brother. I bet you right now, I ask you, Jim, are you still a sinner? I bet you would say yes with your goddamn chest, wouldn't you? I ask you right now, do you go to a church on Sundays? Yes, you would. Do you profess that Jesus is your Lord and Savior? Jesus now. Even though Matthew 24 and these verses in Matthew say, don't believe in a man that tell you about the Jesus Christ story, about being in the desert. Didn't he unalive himself, or the story unalive himself in the desert? You got him in a secret place, Jim, because if I ask you right now, where is heaven, you probably won't even god dang know where it is. You were tricked like everyone else, Jim, on the planet like us, beloved. You let a man fool you, little children. Again, these are verses in the book, right? So we were all fooled, Jim. So that means if we were all fooled and no one had the truth about God, how the heck in God green earth can you tell us anything about God? This is why you fail, brother. Like everyone else failed when they come and try to contest Yaju Judah. Again, not here to condemn you. You condemn yourself. Not here to say, throw yourself out of heaven. You do that to yourself. We're here to show you the path, the light, and the way. Remember? And when that is shown to you, you wouldn't lose it like a set of keys, like the whole world does every goddamn day following the Jesus Christ story. It's sad that you Christians, you Catholics, you believers of this religion faith, you can keep on claiming that you can sin against God. Think about what you profess to do the world, that you can keep on with all your travesty, with all your wishing wells, you can keep on sinning against God, and that's okay. We are here to tell you, no, it is not okay, Jim. Stop telling the world that God has no power, God can't deliver you from anything, and you can keep on sinning against God. You see how I knocked that out of the goddamn universe? It incinerated on the goddamn bat, Jim, because you threw that pitch. That's God swinging my bat for me, bruh. That's not me swinging it. That's God's power.
It
So,
sounds
Jim,
like Yaju is
hold on. I will
going.
land with this. Jim,
He,
Jim,
listen,
you've
listen.
been here before. You my brother, right? And I love the little cartoon character you got there. I like the Martian little nigga. Now, bruh, Jim, Talia, look at Talia for a minute. You've been talking to Leah back and forth for a minute. You're telling me that God can't use Talia? Forget my big old head. You don't like me no goddamn way. How about Talia, your sister? The one that comes here every day pleading to you, Jim. This is your sister, your daughter, right? Maybe one day a beautiful wife to somebody. Are you going to deny her and tell her that God can't use her? Jim, you know you failing right now, right? Don't do this to yourself, Jim. Don't do this to yourself, big bro. To yourself, big bro. I'm begging you.
I feel Yaju is changing the bar on what sin really is. He's moving the bar, giving you more space so you can say, hey, that's not sin no more.
Listen to you.
Well, it's what God calls it.
If we're moving the bar, we got a measurement. It's called the Bible. It's called the Torah. So we both read it, Jim. You can't take it away from me, and I can't take it away from you. Don't play with me.
But if
So
you
if
call it a
that's the bar
parable,
that me and you, hold on, Jim, that me and you read, then you tell me what is sin, my good brother. Because we believe in sin the way you believe in sin within the Levitical text. So it had nothing to do with your carnal wishing well of God dang sin, bruh. You want to tell me sleeping with a woman is sin? You out of your god dang mind. That don't even make no sense when it comes to creation.
if she's not
And
your
God
wife,
itself. God don't, brother man and woman is supposed to be married to the spirit. You made it a fleshly, carnal tradition of man to actually be married to your earthly woman. Again, y'all supposed to be
Philistines.
married to the spirit, sir. You and your earthly companion as a woman, because when God look at you big-headed folks down here, you are just one goddamn big-headed creation. That's it. God don't look at you as a man, and God don't look at you as a woman, sir. So you are supposed to be married to the spirit, Jen. This is who you're supposed to be married to. This is supposed to be your spiritual wife, the spirit. Again, if you want to keep on conflating that your earthly wife actually makes you sin, don't sin, or gives you a premise to go to heaven and not heaven, bruh, stop that. That sounds silly that you're going to blame your earthly women for all the travesty that you do as a so far as a sin. You gonna call women just Jezebels, bruh, knowing damn well you men act more Jezebel-y like them goddamn women right now. So let's get it really correct, right? Men can also be Jezebels. You damn goddamn skimpy. So what is a Jezebel when it comes to God? That means you sleep with other information. That's what makes you a Jezebel. You don't really know the true information of God. You refuse it. So you acting like a little whore, like a little trick. That's what a Jezebel is, right? So you brothers out here thinking you going to sleep around on God's information, I'm just calling you out. You acting like a little trick right now, Jezebel. Now, for me, I just said, forget who Danny Small is or anything else. Look at look at Talia. She deserves better from you, Jim. She do, and you know it. So you're going to tell me right now, and you didn't even want to even answer it because you can't. You're going to tell me that God can't use Talia and all the other people that come to Yaju. Are you just going to throw us away like we ain't good, righteous people? This is why y'all defeat yourselves. Y'all talk about being righteous and good, but you can't recognize other good and righteous people. Y'all got y'all goddamn nerve.
You're saying stuff that I never said.
Nah, Jim. I know this is how you feel. You've been here more than once, Jim. Don't play with me like you came up here to profess that Yaju is the Christ. Don't try to play with me like you on our side. See what I'm saying? I know you not. Can you be on our side, Jim? Yeah, you can. I got a seat for you with your name on it, but you don't want to sit down in it, King. You got your own chair that you made for yourself. You got your own throne. This is why we call y'all out. There's only one throne of God, brother, and God picks who sits on this throne. You don't pick Jim. Now we asking you, get out of your carnal way, man. Get out of your own thoughts when it come to God. Stop coming up here telling us that Yaju don't got the proof. He got more than the proof. He's slaying you right now in your lies. But you don't look at it that way. You won't thank him for it because you got a lot of pride in you. Think about what Yaju is doing for you, bruh. He is destroying the lies that kept you in captivity, that kept you really from the real wisdom and knowledge and true understanding of God so you can truly follow God. But you hate him because he showed you the way, the path. Again, y'all destroy yourselves. Brother man, if you don't hate him and if you love us, then don't come up here every day talking about we don't got no proof that Yaju is the Christ. You don't have no proof that he not. Stop coming at Talia or any of the council members like we don't like you, Jim. You are in goddamn correct. We actually love you. But you deny us. We don't deny you. We tell you, you are our brothers. We're showing you the path and the way. God is here for you. But you deny God just like your forefathers. We don't deny God, Jim. We do not deny God, Jim. You're too focused on us and you're thinking you denying us. But I have to remind you, you deny the one that sent us. You see how that cut to the goddamn bone? More than any preacher and teacher that you ever heard a sermon on a Sunday, a Saturday, or a Friday. Because it means more now that Christ is on earth speaking these holy words that you say you covet and love. I love God. I'm a warrior for God, Jim. So I'm here to gather God's people. You kicking and screaming, you denying Christ, I already know it was going to happen. But we still do it out of love, and he's still going to be the people's champion at the end of the day, Jim.
We do got a meeting, Brother Danny. So and then the family, who's we do got our meeting, y'all. Okay, I see Jim pop down. Peace and blessings. But yeah, y'all, check out yajujudah.com. You know, and anybody who's hearing the truth right now, this is a calling. This isn't, this isn't purposeless, y'all. This is a real movement. You know, so hit up the website, read about the work that's already been put in, and we got it. We got a lot of positions to fill so that we can move forward with what's going on. So I appreciate everyone who came through and listened. Appreciate you, Brother Danny. And yeah, peace and blessings. yajujudah.com, y'all.
Peace and blessings, everybody. See you next time. One love.
One love.